on Saturday night and watch my Larry Sanders tape. See, what I did is, I hired Gangy to work at my house.
Yeah.
So, this killed my whole weekend. I hired Gangy to work at my house, and one of his jobs, now this is going to sound stupid at first, but think about it. One of his jobs is to tape the Larry Sanders show for me. Okay? Which he does.
Right. He tapes all the shows you want to watch.
Yeah. He tapes the Larry Sanders show for me. That's one of his jobs. He tapes other stuff for me, too.
Yeah.
Like, he'll tape, like if there's a newscast or something that I miss.
Or a Letterman or a Leno.
Right. In case something big happens, like Drew Barrymore takes off her shirt, then I'd have a copy of it. And 9 times out of 10, I never look at it. But it's there.
If you want to, it's supposed to be there.
I pay a guy to do that. As I pay him to tape Garry Shandling for me, because I love that show. So, I turned to my wife on Saturday, I go, I wonder where Gangy put my Garry Shandling tape. I'm going to sit down and watch it. That'll be nice. She goes, oh, I didn't want to tell you. I go, what don't you want to tell me? She says, well, I went Thursday and I asked Gangy for the tape so you'd have it on the weekend. We could watch it together. I said, yeah. And she said that he told me he gave it to Ralf.
Oh.
And
we got a problem.
Yeah, so I said, well, what do you mean he gave it to Ralf? Why? What is Ralf doing with my tape? She says, well, Ralf called him up and was bitching that he doesn't get Garry Shandling and was whining a lot, and he felt real bad for Ralf, and he gave it to Ralf, and Ralf promises he'll have it back by Monday. So I blow my lid. I just said, wait a second. I said, wait a second. First of all, I hired him to tape a show for me. Forget that. This might sound trivial to you, but I hired him to tape a TV show for me. Ralf, of course, is supposed to call me if he wants something of mine. Ralf didn't call me. He picked up the phone and called Gangy, my weak link. Gangy, the stupid one, the moron. He calls up Gangy and he says, hey, Gangy, give me Howard's possession.
And Gangy says, okay.
And Gangy goes, okay. He doesn't check with Laura, who works for me as my assistant, who he's supposed to check with. Get out, Ralf. I didn't ask for you. I didn't ask for you. I'm not mad at you. Get out.
But you got it wrong.
No, get out. Okay. I'll call for you in a few minutes. Okay. I'm talking to Robin now. Okay. Not you. Okay. Moron.
Well, I hate to agree with you right away, but...
Wait, it gets worse.
Oh, dear.
Wait, it gets worse.
Because there's a very simple solution to this.
Oh, I'm going to give you the solution in a minute. I'm going to give you the solution in a minute. I got the solution. Right. Jackie's already way ahead of me.
See, I was just going to tell you how Gangy could have saved his job.
No, wait. I'm going to tell you everything. I want you to listen today.
All right.
Today you're going to relax. You don't have to feel pressure to talk. Allow me to tell you everything, and then you can talk. Today's an easy day for you.
What else happened?
All right. So I'm blowing my lid, and I find out that Gangy felt bad for Ralf. He took my tape, gave it to Ralf, and said, you better have it back by Monday. So now I'm sitting there. I go, as much as I can't stand what Ralf did, because he went around my back because he happened to have inside information. He knew that Gangy taped this for me. I said, forget about Ralf. Ralf should be able to call my house 24 hours a day
and
asking for things.
Yeah.
This imbecile Gangy who works for me, who has been working for me now for a couple of years, and I always think he's going to get smart, but he doesn't. He's just slow and dim-witted. I said to my wife, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call, I knew Gangy was in the Hamptons.
Oh.
I said, I'm going to beep Gangy on his beeper. Let him call me. I'm going to pretend I don't know anything about this. I want to hear him explain this to me. My wife goes, no, don't do this. It's a Saturday night. I said, I am crazed. I am crazed. I'm like a caged animal that this guy would give away.
Be upset
I said, let him get upset.
Yeah.
About
he's upset you, his boss.
I said, let him. I'm sitting here fuming that my possessions, it's stealing. He gave something of mine to somebody without my permission. He took something out of my house that belongs to me. My wife said, well, you gotta believe this. Guess what Gangy says to me?
What?
He says, well, I guess I owe more to Howard than I do Ralf. Missing the whole point. You don't owe me anything. It's my property. He doesn't get it. He's thick. I have a thick employee.
What?
And I'm tired of being his daddy. Let his daddy now work with him.
But do you realize what you've done?
What?
You have let someone into your home
who stole,
who would let anyone in to take all your stuff.
Hold it. Wait, don't get me crazy because it's worse than that. You haven't heard the end of the story.
See what he said, though.
Yeah, right. Wait a second.
He said, you know, he owes more to you than him. In other words, after he taped it, it was his.
Right, to make the decision. Right. It's not his property.
That's right. Well, like, he's in your house. He gets to decide what happens.
Wait a second. So, wait a second. So wait a second. So I call him up in the Hamptons. I go, hey, Gangy, I'm looking for my Garry Shanley tape. I can't find it. Where do you leave it for me? He goes, oh, boss, I gave it to Ralf. I said, well, you gave it to Ralf? Wait a second. I must not be hearing properly. What do you mean you gave it to Ralf? I don't understand. It's my tape. Why would you? That's not possible. How would you give something of mine?
Why would you do that?
How would it leave my house without me knowing about it, about Laura not knowing about it? How would this tape leave my house? He goes, oh, Ralf called. He was very upset that he doesn't get HBO, and he wants the Garry Shanley tape.
Let me ask you another thing.
Yeah.
Did Ralf call him at your home?
Yes. Called him at my home.
During his work hours?
I would assume so, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So I assume this is where it happened.
Oh, boy.
I'm just assuming because I obviously don't know what's going on. I'm
you
adult.
don't have any control of what's going on in your house.
Right. So, I'm really pissed. And I said, listen, in light of horrible things, people getting hit and runs, people get murdered by drunk drivers, people lose, people are starving, there's homelessness. I know there are big problems, but this is a basic issue between having someone work for you and having them either get it or not get it. So I'm pissed as crap now, right? Mm-hmm. So I go, Gangy, why would you give my property away to Ralf? Oh, I guess I made a mistake, boss. But, he didn't even say that. He just said, I wasn't thinking. He said something like that. He didn't even apologize. He just says, somehow this Ralf got a hold of it, blah, 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 blah. I said, well, let me tell you something. He's in the hand. Oh, now he's hiding somewhere. I said, you know what, man? I said, you really get me crazy. I said, that was my property. You don't get, I said, Ralf does, there's the perpetrator.
I was waiting for you to call.
Yeah, right. So wait a second. I'm going to tell you something. He thinks that he thinks I'm a terrible person to work for.
No,
you do. But you're going to be working for your father. It's okay.
Wrong.
You can work for anybody else but me because you got to go. It's time for you to go out and work for somebody.
Well, this taping.
That's my tape. Good.
This taping has always been a problem.
No, it's not. It's more than taping. He doesn't get it. It's an attitude. He doesn't get it. This is not this is not an internship.
That every time you have a problem with him, it's around his taping duty.
Yeah, well, but that's not the point. It's using common sense. Why would I call him up in the Hamptons? So he goes, well, Ralf said he'd give it back on Monday. I said, so I have to wait for Ralf to be done with my Garry Shanley. I said, not only is Ralf a passive-aggressive, stealing from my house. I said, but you're the weak link.
You're a facilitator.
You're a facilitator. Why would you give him my property? Why wouldn't you turn to me and say, I want to lend Ralf your tape? You know why? Because you want to think of it as your tape. You think that's your tape.
You know what?
You think you taped it, so it's your tape. You're working for me.
I give an S about this tape.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
That's the problem. You don't give an S.
You just said you think it's my tape. I don't think it's my tape.
Well, why would you give my tape?
You should
it's my
give
tape,
an
so
S
why?
because it's Howard's
Let me
tape.
ask you. You see this briefcase over here?
That's your briefcase.
Why don't you give it to Ralf? He wants it.
You don't give an S about
Why don't you give it? Why won't you give it to Ralf? Why won't you give my briefcase to Ralf? Why? Why? Why won't you?
Ralf doesn't want it. I don't.
Ralf came to you now and said, I want Howard's briefcase.
No,
would you give it to him? Why? Why wouldn't you give it to him?
Briefcase.
But he wants it.
It doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. But
he's
he
really
wants a tape.
upset.
Why would you give him my tape?
Because I was under the understanding that in the beginning, when I started taping the show, he had said that I should tape it for him and for you.
Oh, he told you what to do.
I said no, and I covering my
Who
own
told you
ass.
that? Who told you that? Who told you? Ralf told you that I'm having you tape this for Ralf?
Right. No, for both of you, because he didn't have HBO.
No. Here's the deal. He calls me and asks me for the tape. If I choose to bring it to him, I'm not a taping service for Ralf.
I understand.
Let me tell you, I'm going to let you in on the secret. I don't know you this explanation. I'm going to give it to you. Ralf calls me every week and says, would you bring me a tape? I said to myself, you know what? I go, yeah, but I'm never going to bring it.
Right.
I don't want to sit there and tape shows for Ralf. You think I'm going to sit and carry tapes back and forth for Ralf?
But excuse me, who gives Gangy his instructions?
Ralf, evidently.
Wait. The situation was, to cover my own butt, I said, you make sure.
Why would you have to cover your butt for Ralf?
No. Would you listen? I said, you make sure you clear it with Howard. As long as it's clear with Howard, I will do, cause sometimes Howard will okay something for Ralf, and then if I'm like, well, Ralf, are you sure? And then there's a fight between me and Ralf.
So you tell me Ralf said it was okay with me?
Okay,
Ralf, come in here. I want to know something.
Right, absolutely.
It's what happened, Howard.
No, I know what happened.
Because if Ralf had asked you would have said, I'll give you the tape Just let me see it first, and that way you wouldn't have.
I don't know why I'm sitting there waiting for Ralph to be done with my tape on Monday. So I said to myself, I hung up the phone with him Saturday night, and I said to my wife, I said, if I was Gangy, I'd get off my fat ass, I'd get right over to Ralph's and get that tape pronto, because he screwed up royal. He's giving away my stuff. Gangy's like, well, you'll get it on Monday.
What's the big
What is with
deal?
you? First of all, I don't hold you responsible, Ralph. He works for me. Yeah. He's the guy who tapes that. He shouldn't be giving you anything out of my house. If it's a piece of corn out of my tuchus, you shouldn't be getting it. It's mine.
But it just sounds to me, I'm just telling you as a listener to this whole thing,
right.
It sounds like Gangy gets instructions on taping from Ralph.
Yeah, evidently. Not from me.
But I was under the assumption that
you gave him that assumption, Ralph?
Through you.
Did you give it through me? I never talked to you about it. I said tape Garry Shanley.
I was under the assumption that it was through you.
Did you lie to him and say it was through you?
No. I didn't lie about anything.
What did you do? You called up and asked Gangy for the tape.
Clear it with Howard first.
Why don't you clear it with Howard? Gangy, why didn't you clear it with Howard?
Because this was his asking, so I said you clear it.
If someone calls you at my house,
right,
and says I want to borrow something at Howard's,
right,
you would tell them go clear it with Howard and let him lie to you and say that he cleared it?
It was in the beginning.
You're a dimwit.
I'm sorry.
I didn't lie about
I was duped.
What did you say to him? All I know is you were sitting with, you love this, a-hole. I'm wise to you.
Why do I
love it? Because you had something of mine. You had something of mine for 3 days that I wanted.
I didn't even know
I spoke to you over the weekend.
I didn't even know
and I was talking about, I said to him, coincidentally, I said to him, I'm going to sit down and watch Garry Shanley.
And it means so much to him, he doesn't even know he has it.
Yeah.
I thought he gave me a tape from last week, and he said he had it. I don't even, cause you
got it all right.
The week before,
how did you dupe him? Tell me how you dupe him.
I don't
Let's see
know
how dimwit it is. What happened? You called my house?
When the new season started of Larry Sanders, I reminded him that it's starting up, whatever, and I said, you know what you should do?
Yeah.
You should put them all on one tape.
Yeah.
And then I'll tape them and I'll put all the shows on one tape. You know how I like
all right, fine, very good. Okay.
And that's what I said to you.
That's right, and Gangy came to me, and I went to Gangy, I said, why don't you tape the Garry Shandling show? Right?
Right.
Okay.
And at some point I said to you, that's what I was going to do with Gangy, and then get the tape from him when they're done. When he's got 4 on a thing or something, he was going to lend it to me.
Yeah.
And then I was going to copy him onto, so there's like 20 episodes on one tape.
I just want to know how you ended up with my tape.
Gangy gave it to me.
He just gave it to you.
He gave
Did
it
you
to
ask
me.
for it?
After you complained, you called up last week and complained that Howard lost last week's episode.
No.
Let me
tell you something. And what does that have to do with, why do you care that I lost last week's episode?
You know what? I was just trying to be a nice guy.
Why are you trying to be a nice guy to Ralph? Be a nice guy to me!
I'm trying to be a nice guy to everybody.
Do me a favor,
sorry.
Gangy, here. You're good with the camera. Walk around with the camera. You don't have to come to my house anymore. You're done. You're done. Don't come to my house anymore.
You know,
don't. It's too much of a. You're a good guy. You're a nice guy. I
try to be a nice guy to everybody.
Ralph, I like everyone's a nice guy.
I facilitate
Do me a favor.
everybody.
Don't come out to my house anymore. You're done with that job. It's beneath you, that job. You're too smart for that job. Yeah,
listen,
go ahead.
And when he handed,
you're too quick. Do me a favor. Stay away from my house.
Ralph doesn't even care that you lost your job. No. This is the guy you're caring.
But by the way, don't be sad. This is what he wanted anyway. He doesn't really want to come out to my house.
He's
not into it.
I just want him to realize he's taking care of Ralph.
Right.
And Ralph could care that he's about to lose his job.
How do you know how I'm feeling, Robin?
Oh,
what are you, mind reader?
If
Gangy would
shut up, to tell more stuff about Gangy.
Shut up.
And then the other thing is this. So then I said, yeah, first of all, Gangy's happy. He doesn't want to come out to my house anyway. He's not into it. I see how he sluggishly moves around.
Yeah, okay.
But listen to me. Listen to me. Yeah, I know you're coming in your day off, but believe me, I don't want to force you to do anything. Anything you don't want to do. So so now you'll walk around with the camera. So, let me tell you something. I'm sitting there and I'm stewing over this. So I sent my assistant Laura in to talk to Gangy after I spoke to him. And he says, she says, Howard wants to talk to you about this again. He goes, I've already explained myself once to Howard. And if he asks me about it again, it's harassment. This is his theory. This is the mentality. This is the mentality of Gangy. This is his mentality. He thinks that I don't have a right to be upset about this. I've already explained myself. How many times can we talk about this?
But listen.
Why would you give my tape to somebody?
I said
don't give anything of mine to anybody.
I'm sorry. How many?
You've made many mistakes. All right, thank you. Apology accepted. Apology accepted. Apology accepted.
I understand you are upset. I understand.
Makes me crazy when things leave my house that I don't know about. Why wouldn't you say to Ralph, this is what kills me about you. Why wouldn't you pick up the phone? You know what, Ralph? I'm in the middle of working. I'm very, very busy. I don't have time to listen to your idiotic rantings. Call Howard if you want to borrow something of his. Goodbye.
Or subscribe to HBO.
Yeah, I mean, that's not, Ralph's not my problem.
I know he's not. But
supplying tapes to Ralph is not my problem. That's not your problem. I don't even know why you listen to this nitwit. He dupes you. Don't you think he called me? Don't you think he went through me already? He tried to get the tape? He's whining because he doesn't have my tape.
Right.
My wife wanted to watch the tape. I'm not going to bring it to him.
And I'm sorry to Allison, too.
I'm sitting looking for my tapes. Ralph's got it. How did Ralph get it? Gangy gave it to him. I said, Gangy, my weakest link. Again. All right, listen. I hear you loud and clear. He's not into coming out to my house. He's told me that enough times. You're relieved of that duty. You're relieved.
As of today?
As of today, you are relieved. Okay. You are relieved.
All right.
You are relieved. Now you can relax. No, you're relieved of it. I'm serious. You're relieved of the duty.
Okay.
Don't see me
this is your
at
other problem, that he doesn't ever believe you.
No, I'm serious. You know, the problem is that people think that they can do anything to me, and I just laugh it off.
You know,
it's true. You all think that. You all think. Wait till you see September, the changes that are going to go on around here. You guys are all going to be blown. Your mind's going to be blown. I'm reinventing my whole work relationship. I've grown. I've outgrown the mistakes. What is Howard's is Howard's.
I understand. You're the boss.
Here, repeat after me. What is Howard's is not mine.
What is Howard's is not mine.
What is Howard's is not the berry face over there.
What is Howard's is not the berry face.
Mophead Ralph.
Mophead Ralph's.
Howard is your first priority no matter what.
Howard is my first priority no matter what.
He goes, I guess I owe more to Howard than Ralph.
Yeah,
tells my wife.
Confused by loyalty.
Of course I...
What is wrong
that's what they do. If I
made a mistake.
No. Gangy, wrong answer. I guess I owe more to Howard. No. It's not your tape. You don't owe me anything.
What is this with you were duped? How did I dupe you? Let's clear
Ralph,
that up.
you had told me that this was the arrangement you had made with Howard.
To give something before he had seen it?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
To give you the tapes on a weekly basis.
If you had said to me Friday, handed me the tape and said, Howard hasn't seen this, I would have said,
and
no,
I did.
because I know he's going to watch it over the weekend.
Dude,
it's a 3-day
maybe you were
weekend.
out of it because maybe you were
I
sick
know how
on Friday.
He is.
Maybe because you were sick on Friday, but I did. I said, you know what? Howard hasn't seen this yet. And you didn't say.
I don't even remember. I didn't even.
No,
remember.
Ralph will fool you. He's like Satan. He'll fool you. You got to listen.
Snake.
He's a snake. He got to get it. He's involved in my business all the time.
See it. I didn't even see the show, so I don't know.
Good. Well, you
Can
prevented me from seeing
done?
it. No, I'm not interested in providing you with tapes.
But now, why won't you let?
You
why
found
won't you
got
let me
the
tapes?
because you got the Garry.
You all the time.
It doesn't matter. You have a lot of free time.
But I tape stuff for you all the time.
Garry Shandling, you managed to get all these years without my help. How did you used to get it? Tell me how you got it.
I used to have it. I used to tape it.
How did you used to get it?
Remember when I turned you on to it and I gave you tapes of the show? So you won't let me
turned me on to it.
So
I never saw it before you, Ralph. Listen to me. I don't know why you're busy calling my people, but my people have to be smarter than you. That's a prerequisite.
Or smart enough not to be taken in by you.
Right. I don't like things leaving my house without me knowing it.
So you won't let me like if Gangy tapes it?
It's my decision whether I'll lend you a tape, not Gangy's.
No, I'm just asking you up front.
No, it's none of your business what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'll decide what I want to do.
I'll trade you. I got a good Babylon 5 episode. I'll trade you.
Good. You can keep it.
Okay.
I don't want your stupid tape.
It'll be a case-by-case episode.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. Nobody gives me anything out of your apartment that I don't know about. That you don't know about.
That's
right?
true, but that's not my fault. Don't take it out on me.
No, I didn't take it out on you. I told you it's Gangy's fault. He gets duped easily. He's slow. No, he has been complaining about coming out to my house for a while. He wanted to slow down, so now you're out. You're done with that. You're now on to a new phase of your career, your acting career. You'll be acting soon.
I will.
You'll be acting unemployed.
Sorry, Gangy.
No more wear and tear on your tires. That I have to pay for. It's good.
No, I take the train.
Thanks, Ralph.
I take the train.
I take the train.
It's not Ralph. It's you. Don't blame Ralph. It's you. You don't think.
I was duped.
You don't think. You get duped.
Would you stop with that dupe? How were you duped? Stop saying that.
You don't like coming out to my house anyway.
You made me believe that something else was
What did I make you believe?
You made me believe that this was all right with Howard.
For you to tape the show.
And to give to you.
Not before he saw. Did I say to you, give me, tape Larry Sanders Show and give it to me before Howard watches it?
No, you were...
Right. All right.
But
Ralph, ask Gangy for his watch.
Can I have your watch?
No.
Can I have Howard?
No, he's not into... Listen, Gangy, admit to everyone, you're not into working out at my house anyway. You're helping me out. You're done with that. You think you're beyond that.
No,
I agree
eventually
with you.
I'm gonna
it's
move
enough.
on.
It's
Yeah,
enough.
sure.
It's enough. It's enough already. You don't have to do that anymore.
Are you
you're not
really
into
relieving
it.
him of
Yeah,
his duties?
yeah, he's relieved.
He's not
He is
supposed
now
to go
relieved.
out there
No,
this afternoon.
No, does not have to. You have an afternoon free.
Robin,
you
you
can
go to lunch?
You can go to lunch with Robin. You can rollerblade. You can do whatever it is you do. Okay? You're free now.
Okay.
You're free. It's not for you, this job.
I do apologize for this group, and I do apologize to Allison, too.
No, you don't get it still. That's your problem. That's why you're dim-witted.
I do get it. I do get it. I totally understand.
He already told me already. It's okay. It's over with.
I understand.
You really don't.
I do understand.
I don't trust you anymore. That's the problem.
Understand.
You give things of mine away to people. Why you don't ask anybody, I don't know. That's been the problem with him out there. He don't ask anybody.
He takes it into his own.
I just gotta say, he's crazy. I would never give me a tape that you haven't seen.
I know.
I mean, that's...
I don't know why.
Because you know you're gonna ask for it. It's a 3-day weekend.
And then I call him up on Saturday and go, where is it? Yeah. First of all, Allison brought this up to him Thursday. You think on Friday he would have said to Ralph, give it back to me.
Wait a second, wait. He gave it to me.
He gave it to him on Friday.
She said it on Friday, right?
Oh, she said it on Friday.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, if it was, she said
If
it
I
on
was you,
Thursday,
I would have called Ralph up on Friday and I would have said, Ralph, I gotta have this tape back. I messed up. It's not yours. It wasn't mine to give away.
He called
I made a
me
mistake. But no, you don't do that. You don't care. You think I'm a sap. You think that you can do whatever you want to me and I'll just go, it's a good bit for on the air.
He called me late Saturday night. Wasn't it? It was late Saturday night and a panic over the tape. And was it Saturday? It might have even been Sunday night. It was Sunday night.
Yeah. He's in a panic about nothing. His dad will support him. I don't worry about him. He's fine. Gangy's fine. He's now in television. He's an actor. Well,
I will be an actor.
Good luck.
I will be.
You certainly will. You will be an actor.
I will.
It's going great for you. You could be with Nancy Martling on stage. You could be in a movie. Jackie's thinking of producing a new play.
Can I make out with her?
Yeah. All right, James. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you for the help.
Would you like to hold on?
I would like to hold my tape. Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, oh wait. Oh, here, Jackie. Gangy might want to give it to you first before I see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for your help. Thanks for all the help. All right. Okay. He's a good kid. He's just a little slow. That's all.
Can't help that.
All right. I relieved you. Listen, you're happy. You don't want to come out to my house more. You've told me that a million times.
All right.
So now you're relieved. So don't look so sullen. He kept saying to me,
I don't want to come out there. I live in the city now.
guy's supposed to be helping me. That's the job. He moves to the city, so he can't get out to my house.
I help.
He lived on Long Island, so he gets out. Listen.
I do. You know what? I do.
You help me. You do a good job. You do a great job, except when things leave.
I'm always there when you need me.
Right.
You know, you always can call me, and I always come in, no matter what time you ask or whatever you ask me. I'm always.
So now you're relieved of it. Are you happy?
I'm ecstatic. I'm ready to go to a party. What do you want?
Are you happy?
No. What do you?
Don't make it out like
you want to keep your job, Gangy?
Yeah, but
no, he does. He's not being honest.
You know,
he's told me a million times he was hoping that the hours would slow down out there and that it would
you know
stop.
What? I mean, yeah, sometimes I do. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
work
now
a lot
it's not.
I mean,
now
you know I work a lot of hours.
You do. So now you can relax. Good. What?
You know how you know he's not into it? Because he's moving further and further away from
Yeah, I mean, you can't move any further.
Pennsylvania next week.
And so I get less hours from him because he's
no, you get the same hours that you've always gotten.
Right. What I'm saying is if you were out there, though, it would be easy.
No. It's the same exact
But then
hours.
you complain about getting no sleep and that whole thing.
I mean, I do get no sleep.
All right, so you happy now?
Oh, yeah, I'm really happy.
No, are you?
No.
Why?
Because.
This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. You got it.
All right, I got it, man.
Okay. All right, thank you.
I'm amazed.
I don't know.
I don't know what he wants.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Let his father figure it out. Let him work for his father, like his other brothers do.
Gangy, if that's not what you want, you should say something right now. And
I know him.
It's what he wants.
I've been with him a long time.
It's like
I know
when
what
you
he
get
wants.
fired and you're happy and you think.
He doesn't want to be out of that thing.
No,
he doesn't like that type of work. He's more of a he's now a filmmaker.
An actor.
He's an actor and filmmaker. Well, good. All right. Thank you, Gangy.
Yeah.
Right. You did a good job.
Okay.
Thanks for all the hard work.
Okay.
All right. And now you won't be there to give Ralph my tapes.
I'm speechless. You know.
I don't know what to tell you. This is it. Give me a break.
Are you really? I can't tell what's going on here. Is he fired?
Hey, here's severance pay. Bottle of cold sweet. He works for E.
That's worth a lot of money.
That's what he wants to do. He wants to be in the city. He wants to work for E. He really is not into the work that I give him to do out of my house. I needed his help with some things. He's done it. He's been very good about it. Sometimes he's a little dim-witted. All right? But he has said to me in the past, hey, I was hoping that these hours would eventually taper off.
Well, I've told you that.
Right.
I mean, eventually.
So I'm freeing you of it. You've helped me out through some difficult times. I needed someone to help me.
There's still work.
Now you're done.
No,
there's still work, but I'll get someone else who's more into it, and I need someone with more hours. So, you know.
More hours?
I need more hours.
Well, I mean, what?
I need someone more full-time.
Oh.
All right? You're only available half a day.
Well, right.
Here's a bottle of water for supper.
No, that's yours.
Okay, thank you. If I give it to you, it's okay. Gangy? Gangy, you want to give it to Ralph?
Ralph, do you need that?
Yeah, I need some more.
Right. All right. Listen, I give him some idiot work to do out there. It's very challenging to him.
You know what?
I said, tape a TV show and give it to him. He got confused.
Duped. He's always getting confused.
I was duped.
VCR.
I was duped. I thought it was on the radio. Over the phone.
Don't feel bad. This is what you wanted. Okay. You got what you want. I'm hearing you loud and clear.
I think that he always thought the taping was beneath him.
No,
the taping was never beneath
it's not just what he wants.
That's
It's what you want.
fun
Because
stuff.
if he was just a guy who came in here and wasn't at your house, you're very trusting of people in your house. So
Right.
you're used to him being there, and you're doing your best to work it out with him.
Yeah, I did my best.
If there's any
but
place
else,
else, you would have like
I gotta have a guy who thinks when someone as stupid as Ralph calls my house and says, "Can I have something of Howard's?" I need a guy who goes, "Of course not." It's got to be so clear. It's got to be the first time.
I mean, I've never.
But that's
never
the first time Ralph ever did it.
No.
Oh, he's always trying to
calls
get
for other
it,
things?
Like movies and stuff like that.
He does. He calls you for movies.
I never.
What do you mean? Wait,
How many
what?
times
What?
he gives me videos and asks me to dub videos for him? I always like weasel out. I try to weasel out of it and make
What
it
do you
seem
mean
like
always? I talked to Howard. I rented a movie and he wanted to see it. And I said tape it, and then when he was done, he gave it to me. Don't twist it.
There's other times where like I get 9 Inch Nail videos that you want of Howard's taped. Remember that time?
Right.
You kept asking me to tape, and I try to weasel out.
No, you did the wrong thing again. You don't weasel out of it. You say, ask Howard.
Well, I do. I do, and since I don't hear anything, I don't do it.
Ah, good.
But,
Okay,
I mean,
there you go.
So I felt,
there you go. All right, so you did a good job.
I fell for it once.
Listen, my point is...
Stop it, Gangy. Don't blame me. You're responsible. Stop trying to blame me.
My point is, don't act sad. You had asked me in the past, when can my hours taper off? I always envisioned myself being working for E. You are now working for E.
Right.
You're all set. You got everything you wanted. So why would you be upset?
Because I had some work to do that I wanted to finish.
No, you don't. Don't worry. We'll get someone else to finish that.
Actually, yeah, I wanted to complete that project.
Is there anything you need Gangy to orient the new person?
No, I can train somebody to do what he does inside of 10 minutes.
Oh, you cannot. You don't even know what I do.
Tape these shows.
He's got to videotape stuff. You got to work the VCR.
You give him a TV guy.
Yeah. I'll give him a TV guy and go to work.
There's the machines and here's
These are
the TV
shows
guy.
I'd like to see.
Right. All right. So now you're free.
It's a little bit more complicated
You're
than that.
free. Relax. Okay. You don't have to run out to my house today. You're all free. It all worked out fine. All right. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Gangy. Good job. What was that, Ralph?
You can go to the beach today.
Is it supposed to be nice?
Go to the beach. It's a nice beach day. You're free. You're
Ralph,
free
you
and
wanna
clear. Thank you.
No, I have to work.
All right. Very good, Ralph. Thank you. I know who's into what.
Thank you.
The truth is, Gangy, I've already hired a monkey to replace you. I got a monkey in my house.
Gary can't
He lives
make
in
it
a
out.
cage. Not Gary. Don't call Gary a monkey.
Why are you attacking me?
Why are you attacking Gary?
Attacking him. Don't make it out like I was
I called
attacking
Gangy
him.
Saturday night. I go, Gangy, where's my tape? I would have hopped in the car and found that damn tape, but quick. That's what I would have
And
done.
ruin his weekend?
But he knew
I was
that
bummed
I
out all
wouldn't.
weekend.
He knew I wouldn't be pissed off. He thinks it's a big game.
No, I knew you were pissed off.
You did?
Oh yeah, I knew.
But
you
he
were pissed
didn't
off.
think it would mean
and I
his
apologized.
job.
No. Well, now it meant your
You'd
job.
get over it.
Right.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. And it doesn't matter anyway. He wasn't into the job. He could be begging me to get out of it.
All right.
He wasn't into it. Don't sit and walk around all forlorn.
So how'd it go?
He's definitely not into it, because if I was into it, I would be sitting here begging you if you were firing me or something.
All right. Thank you,
You
Ralph.
know?
Yeah, he's not into it. This is what he wanted. I know what he wants.
Well, I'm glad he made Ralph happy. Ralph will have a lot of work for him.
See you at the Oscars, Gangy. Actor Gangy.
Ho prit ligar da jag lumo bokeiro.
What's going on with the game?
We're ready. We have to take a break and set it up, and then we're
Dee's
ready.
here?
Dee's here.
Okay. What are we doing again?
It's a show on VH1 called My Generation.
Right.
The generation of 1983, which is myself and Stuttering John, will play the class of 1972, which is you and D.
All right.
Oh, that's what that is?
We're going to have a rock and roll trivia game.
I never realized what 72 and 83 was significant of.
Yeah, who knows? All I know is I'm playing this, and I got $100 from Baba Booey that I can beat him at a game I don't even know.
Why did you do that?
Because he's a pain in the ass, and everything he does in life is to prove that he's better than me.
Does your shrink ever sit and talk to you about how you have to win everything except the things you can't win? You have to set it up in advance.
Dude,
you don't care if you win or not.
What do you want from me? I will do my best to beat you in rock and roll trivia.
Right.
All right.
That's all it is.
Okay. We will see who is the winner.
I think this is something I could beat you at. That's all it is.
All right. Well,
game.
good. We'll have a very friendly.
Don't
game.
turn it into more than it is.
Well, we'll see. Because Gary calls me. I could beat you. It'll be you and Jackie versus me and John. I'm like, Jackie? Jackie don't know anything about music.
Jackie doesn't even. What era does Jackie listen to?
The class of '53.
All right. When we come back, I'll beat you in this game, and then we'll go on with the show. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, I'm Craig Shoemaker, and I'm here. I'm the host of My Generation on VH1. It's a rock and roll game show. And today we're going to have Howard Stern and Dee Snider against, what do you want me to call him? Gary Big Tooth. Gary Big Tooth and John Inept. Is that what he said? Stuttering Inept John. And they're going to be playing rock and roll trivia. And Howard and Dee are going to represent the class of 72, and the class of 83 will be represented by the other two. It'll be like, where were you when Nixon resigned versus where were you when Wham broke up? It's like that kind of thing. It's a trivia show. Go answer each other's generational questions, and let's see who wins.
So it's, I watched it only a couple times. It's the people. Sure. It's rock and roll trivia. It's the people of one generation versus people of another generation. Okay. So you and Howard are playing as a class of 73. I took a rolling average, and John and I are playing as a class of 83. Okay. So you got to answer questions from around those eras. So I think the way it works, and they'll explain it again when we get in there, but like, for instance, there's a category. And if we go, we get a question about the 80s. If we answer it, then we have a chance to answer a question in the same category, but about 1973. Okay, so we ask questions about the 70s? Right. But if we can answer questions about the 80s, we get more points. Right, you get more points, exactly. I am the 80s. I know all the bands I hate. So is it just you or you and John? No, but you have to. But it's not the. See, you were Twisted Sister in the '80s, so you know the '80s. But what about all those bands that were non-Twisted Sister-like? What do you know? Do you know your Thompson Twins trivia? You know that. He's right about that. I may have a problem. I try to blank some of that shit out. I know.
All right, John. You might as well give me your prediction. How do you think you're going to do in today's rock and roll trivia game?
I think I'm going to do real good.
Yeah. Why? Why do you think?
Because I think it's going to be a good game, actually. Because I just have a feeling that I'm going to do good if it's a lot of in the '80s, because that's where I grew up, and I'm pretty conscious of what's going on at that time.
What do you think of your partner?
Who? Bubba Booey?
Yeah.
I think he knows his music also. Probably better than I. I'm not a guy that reads about music. It bores me most of the time. So Gary probably knows more music trivia than I do. But Gary's not aware of a lot of the bands in the '80s because by then he was in college.
What do you think of your competition?
Oh, you're 16. 16.
Get any girls yet?
I think Dee's too much of an egomaniac to know about any other bands than his own. And I think Howard will know a lot of classic rock because he was a disc jockey. So I'm only kidding about Dee, but to tell you the truth. But I think Dee might know a lot also.
Next year.
It's gonna be a really good game.
We're gonna wait 2 years for this.
Who are you gonna bet on?
Did you get fake
who would I personally bet on?
Yeah.
I actually would think I'd bet on you and Gary because I think Gary knows a lot.
Yeah, because Gary's anal. Right. Gary reads every little thing and knows and Gary worked in a music store. He grew up and just always studied music.
Right. Trivia, useless trivia.
Yeah, and I never studied music, although I was aware of it because I was I played. I'm a musician, so I don't know. It's gonna be close.
We're going to be playing a big game.
Big game.
Dee Snider will be my partner. Are we going to kick some ass here, bro?
Seriously?
Yeah, Dee Snider, rock and roll maven.
Maven?
That's right. Aren't you Jewish? Isn't that name Snider Jewish?
Half Jewish.
Half Jewish.
Like yourself.
Gary and John are a team. Me and Dee are a team. Jackie reminds me that the last time we did a game show like this was 12 years ago, and he said it was the funniest goddamn thing he ever heard.
Really?
I don't even remember. What are you talking about?
What was that all about?
Somebody had given the congressman, the members of the cabinet had given him a rock and roll trivia quiz, and they had done so lousy on it.
Oh, Robin gave me a quiz?
So Robin gave it to you.
Okay, all right.
Knew nothing. It was pretty funny.
All right, so I'm going to try this. Gary always challenges me. I have the host here, Greg Shoemaker.
Craig.
Craig with a C.
Is this your notes that are
It's mistyped.
You know what it is?
Is it?
And to me by VH1. Right, I let you know.
So it's
Oh,
Greg.
really? Yeah. They think a lot of me
It's
over at
Craig. It's
VH1.
Craig.
Yes.
Okay, Craig Shoemaker.
Craig.
Ray.
What?
Who's Ray?
It's Ray?
It's Craig.
Craig.
It's Craig Shoemaker.
Spell it.
C-R-A-I-G. I'm not the one who's
I'm saying
playing
Craig.
the game right
Am
now.
I not saying it right?
Yeah. He buzzes in with Craig. Right for 50 points. Would you like to go for the bonus?
Craig has a big affiliation with the show. He was on our show in 1984 on Stump the Comedians.
Is that right?
Yeah, I was on with Jackie. I've known him for 15 years. Robin, I was on Fresh Prince with Robin.
Hey, didn't you have a funny story about Jackie?
All stories involve pot. Am I allowed to talk about that?
that's okay.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, Craig's on VH1. He's the host of My Generation. It's a new game show. Who's the hot
We
broad
have a
with
young
you?
lady here, too.
Yeah. Man, I want her.
Hi, I'm Amber.
I think
from
she.
Scores.
She's just. She's
She's from
special.
Scores. I thought she was a part of the game.
You're from Scores? God damn, you're hot.
Hey, Howard, couldn't you do this naked, man?
And you don't even look like a
Stop
stripper.
it, John.
No, I think she should do naked.
That's the point.
Why is my microphone level so low?
Naked.
Boost it. You bastard.
Jesus, Howard.
What's your name, Amber?
You've never met Amber
No.
before?
Have I ever met you before?
No, we've never met.
Ooh, I gotta have a party.
I know you do, because I don't
It's time
remember.
to meet
We
Amber.
haven't seen you there in a while.
You don't even look like a stripper.
No.
Yeah, I know.
You're way too classy.
It's a little pure.
D, you digging her, or are you gonna go, oh, I love my wife?
Well, you know I love my wife, but
I know.
she's in that same category.
Yeah, she kind of looks a little like your wife.
She was from VH1?
Yeah, I thought she was
I
from
did. I thought she
VH1.
was from the game.
She should get naked.
No, just
No,
a
there's-
regular girl.
You should be on the game.
You're not a regular
I-
girl. You're a
I do.
Scores girl.
Do you date losers like me?
No.
Oh, too bad.
That was a hard
What
question
are you
to
really
answer.
trying to say?
You are beautiful, and you're naked over at Scores.
Sometimes. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Jesus Christ.
Do you ever work anywhere where you do full nudity?
No.
Darn.
No.
Oh,
Never.
Gary was going to go there.
I travel.
Were you molested as a child?
No.
Because you're a stripper and stuff. What were you, just like a really good-looking girl, and you said, "Hey, I can make tons of money stripping"?
Is what it was. I had a career before that. I just wanted to dance.
You are a little piece of
She
ass.
cuts hair too.
You cut hair?
I cut hair. Yeah.
Wait, let me pull down my pants. I need a trim.
Get a shag.
Yeah, baby.
Get a shag.
I need a shag. I need to cut in layers.
You don't want it to all be the same length?
You are a little minky.
Oh, thank you.
See, D gets mad at me when he thinks I kiss beautiful girls' asses.
Absolutely.
And
And
I
he
should
thinks
just ignore
that's
them.
wrong. That's
Absolutely.
But dude,
they
why not be
dissed
honest?
us our entire lives.
Well, look at us.
It's a fact. I mean, so look at us.
You're scary looking as
so
I
now
am.
they're kissing your ass now, and so you're going to
She's
like,
not
oh,
she's
she
a
must,
nice
She
girl.
really digs me. Yeah,
I don't care.
She's going to remove an article of clothing every question you get right.
Is that right?
Yes, not to put too much pressure on you.
What's the host's name?
Craig.
Okay.
Do I win? No, what was the story with you and Jackie and Pot?
Well, there's no story. It's just that all stories are with pot. My grandmother used to grow it.
Didn't Jackie turn your grandmother onto pot?
No.
That was my grandmother.
They got his grandmother high?
Well, were you the guy
George
who...
Washington's grandmother.
So we supplied it.
Wait.
Actually, my grandmother supplied it.
Your grandmother gave you pot?
My grandmother grew it. She's the same.
I tell him I got glaucoma.
Yeah, and she grew pot, and she gave it to you and Jackie?
Well,
Is that
she
the
gave it
story?
to me, who gave
Gary,
it to
help me
Jackie.
out with this. What is the story?
They told me that all I know is that Jackie got high with Craig's grandmother. That's what I was told.
Is that true, Jackie?
Let me give you a shotgun, Jackie.
Believe it or not, I do not remember, but it's very possible.
Did you do her?
We're in
All right, Craig.
Philadelphia.
He did my grandmother.
Did you
At
screw his
Ambler,
grandmother?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Jesus. No wonder Robin's not talking to you. All right, listen to me.
Craig, hey, Howard,
listening.
also,
Give him my love, Craig.
Craig thinks it's really important that you know that he's not just a host; he's a stand-up comedian. He was Comedian of the Year last year somewhere.
That's right.
Where?
Yeah,
What?
on ABC.
Where?
Who does that
How do you get that?
Comedy Awards.
How do you
Oh,
become
really?
The
Sinbad.
country votes.
the country votes? I didn't
Yes.
vote.
Previous winners are Jerry Seinfeld, Ellen DeGeneres, Jeff Foxworthy.
Really?
Yes, so
There's a sitcom in your future, man.
yeah.
Do you
about
also
a gay
have a famous-
redneck.
do
Gay
you
redneck
also-
on a show about nothing?
Do you also have a famous wife?
Not anymore. She's
You're
my
kidding.
ex-wife.
That's over?
It's over.
Who
yes.
was your wife?
Look, we don't have to get in. Now I'm host boy. All right.
Who was your wife?
He's
Now
married
make
to
me host boy
Nancy
again.
Allen.
Who's that?
She was in all these
Dressed to
Brian
Kill.
De Palma films.
Yeah, she was
Dressed to Kill, the blonde.
Yeah.
Carrie. She's in Carrie.
She was
Yeah.
in
Wasn't she
killing
RoboCop.
me?
She was in the...
Whoa. Wasn't she Brian De Palma's old lady?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And you stole her?
No, I didn't steal her. Let's get on with the show. You
No,
have
wait a
$100
second.
riding on this.
You were married to Nancy Allen.
Look, yeah.
And she left you for Brian De Palma?
No, Brian De Palma had her first.
He directed her in a bunch of movies, got her, then probably got sick of her, and then he got her. Craig
Yeah,
got
she
her.
wanted a guy with a sense of humor. So.
And then you got sick of her?
What happened? They were the happy couple
We were
when
the
I
happy
met
couple.
them.
Suddenly,
She left him for
Craig
his grandmother.
Shoemaker is the most happening guest we've had all week.
Screw this show.
I want this girl from Scores. I don't care. Amber's my girlfriend.
I've never seen a dancer who looks as good as she does.
Yeah, let's move on to the dancer again.
I want to know what happened to Nancy Allen.
All right, let's play the game.
Didn't you guys have a
We're
kid and
divorced?
everything?
No, we have no kids.
No kids,
She lets
okay.
me see my stuff on weekends.
Oh, that's
actually.
She had a lot of money, though, didn't she?
No money.
Really?
No.
You didn't get any alimony?
No, I did not get
Really?
it.
There's no Brian De Palma money laying around?
Oh, no, not at all. Wow.
You don't have any Brian De Palma money?
I can't believe this is going out over the air. Thank God the divorce is over.
Was she good in the sack?
Of course. Oh, yeah, excellent.
As good as Dee's wife?
Yeah, at the time I met him, he was a very happy
When you had my
man.
wife,
Dee's wife was great.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Dee, I see you looking at Amber. Don't act like you're not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking in that direction.
All right, here we go.
And there's someone else here, too.
Permanent
Who's
co-host. You
the
have to be
woman in black.
Oh, I have
What
such
woman?
an entourage. Coolio should hope for such an entourage. It's unbelievable.
Where is the woman in black?
Right over there by the
And what do you
board.
do on the show?
I'm the supervising producer.
All right, let's see you supervise right now. All right.
Yeah, get this thing under control.
All right, here we go. Craig, I'm turning the microphone over to you. What do we do?
All right, it's a rock and roll game show. You know how to play?
No.
We're going to ask you rock and roll questions. You're going to represent Howard and Dee are going to represent a class of 1972. And then Garry and Stuttering John are going to represent the class of 83. So it's like, where were you when Nixon resigned versus where were you when Wham broke up? And
Okay,
these
let's
are your
go.
high school questions.
Dee and I are both very youthful, so we're part of both generations.
Yes, we
Exactly.
are.
So that means
You know
if you
anything about
cross
music?
You
generations.
could answer their questions
little.
if you
Yes,
wanted
you
to.
could cross generations. Now, who
right.
won the coin flip?
I did.
We didn't flip a coin.
I won.
Okay. Oh, Howard
All right,
wins
let
everything.
Howard have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Gary's
pick a-
very confident.
Okay, so pick a category. We have end of the line.
Give me
feelings,
3
and the
steps.
Boys. All right, so you want give me 3 steps.
Right.
In whose generation?
Now, either any of
My
us
generation.
Any of us can buzz in on this, correct?
Yep.
Right.
Yes, A side is open to everyone.
He hasn't
Okay.
explained to us
Hands-on
the
buzzers.
categories.
Who
everyone.
cares?
All right?
Let's go.
Okay.
So I'm going to name 3 albums all by the same actor. You're going to buzz in and name the actor who recorded them. A side's open, everyone. Hands-on buzzers. See, I've got host boy hat on now. Here we go. In Through the Outdoor, Coda, Physical Graffiti. All right. Who is it?
Led Zeppelin.
No, hey, dudes, I buzzed in first.
We did.
They buzzed in first.
Who buzzed in first?
They buzzed in first.
No,
We
they
did.
did.
No,
I
we
can see
did.
the lights.
Amber
They
says we
did.
did.
Oh, we've lost all control.
I got the red light
What
on.
happened to our sound?
No, wait
I
a
saw
second.
D go for the buzzer first.
I know. We won.
I'm losing all control here. I'm host boy.
All right, well, he looked at me for the answer.
Buzzed in first.
No, here's what we do.
We
Buzzed
did.
in.
Hold
Do
it.
another
Hold it.
one.
Here's what we got to do. Where's
Oh,
Casey?
Casey's over there.
Casey, you got to watch the lights and say who buzzed him first.
And don't answer until you're called.
He
on.
looked at me.
Excuse me, John. Don't buzz until your name is called.
Jimmy, what is it?
Scott Salem. Are the sound effects working for the buzzers?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
They got
But no one even
a
knows.
system in here. All right.
So who buzzed in first?
Right.
Never mind. Let's go to
Actually,
another question.
You guys buzzed in
Okay,
first.
here we go.
I will call the class when you
All
win.
right, good.
I'm
Give me
taking
3
control
steps.
here.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Start again.
Give me three steps. All right. All right, I'll name the next one. All right. Odds at Sods, Live at Leeds.
I got it.
1983.
Okay, that's
The
us.
Who.
No, that's not.
They're 83.
It was 83 that buzzed in
We
first.
buzzed in.
We buzzed
Yes.
in.
What am I, cross-eyed? Am I looking at
all
you?
right,
Come
go
on.
ahead.
Stop
The
cheating.
answer is The Who.
The answer is The Who. Absolutely right for 50 points. John, would you like the bonus for 100 points or move on to another category?
Now, can John only answer or can both of us
Only
answer?
John can answer on this one.
okay,
Ready?
go ahead.
Close to the edge, going for the one, and fragile.
Oh, that's
Yes.
easy.
Yes is absolutely. Oh, you got one.
Forget our end. We are buzzed.
You
We
guys
are
get your
screwed.
hands on your buzzer.
We buzzed.
Buzz.
Would you like a bonus? This
Do I
only
have to
goes
hold it
83.
down?
Okay, now if we take the bonus, tell me what happens.
They can pick up 200 points if you miss this.
No, we already have.
So don't go for the bonus.
All right,
Pick
we're
another
going to stay
category.
where we are.
Pick another category.
Okay, we're going to pick Feelings for 1983.
Feelings, 1983. All right, I don't even see that one here. Okay, where is that? Help me out here. Here it is. Feelings, 1983.
Okay,
You
go
got
ahead.
it. You got it. All right, we got all these.
This game
cards.
sucks, man. I buzzed in first.
Would you just...
These are song titles we've made politically correct. I'll give you a PC song title from 1983. You give us the original title. For example, if I said metabolically challenged bottomed pre-women, that would be fat bottom girls. All right, here we go.
Who the hell's going to get that?
Wow.
Hands on buzzers, A sides open, everyone. Here we go. Similar to one who has never experienced coitus.
I got that.
Similar
can't
to
get
one
that.
who has never experienced
I
coitus.
got it.
from 1983.
Let me answer.
I got it.
I got it.
Oh, he's
All right,
buzzing in.
Howard.
George Michael, I want your sex.
No, like a virgin, Madonna.
Oh. I don't know.
Another chance to answer.
Come on.
Robin, you're not playing.
You got to prove it.
Give Robin some points.
You lost points on that 1973.
72 lost points on that. 83, you have control. Let's pick another category.
Yeah, that sucked. Don't use that.
Don't use feelings.
I'll take Playing with the Band for 2000.
Good.
Playing with the band. All right, hold on. Just talk while I'm looking for this name.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Playing with the band. All right, I'm going to name some members of a band. You buzz in and tell me what band they belong to. A-sides open, everyone. Ready? Brian Eno, Brian Ferry.
That was
1972.
Roxy Music.
Roxy Music is
Roxy
absolutely
Music.
right.
I did not buzz in
50 points.
before D. I can't believe it.
No.
You're back up to 0. All right,
Good.
Howard, this one goes to only you. Would you
Go
like
ahead.
the B-side?
B-side.
Going with the B-side.
Go ahead.
Tell
Jesus
us
Christ.
Tell us what band this is. Ricky Wilson.
Who?
Ricky Wilson.
Go ahead.
Kate Pearson. Fred Schneider.
The B-52s.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on.
Kiss my ass,
All of a
Gary.
sudden he loves the game.
Go for the bonus,
All right, you
big
going
mouth.
For the bonus?
Bonus.
Going for the bonus.
Go for the
All right,
bonus.
Here we go. We have Jules Holland, Chris Difford, and Glenn Tilbrook. You know it.
Oh,
is that?
easy,
Who is that?
easy.
No,
Robin,
wait,
he goes.
no, first we have, it goes to 72.
I got it.
Oh,
If
it
you
goes on.
can't answer it,
Go,
goes to that.
go,
They
go.
have a chance.
Say it. You
Say
know?
it.
Say the names again.
Say it. Give us an answer. It's
Come on.
Jules Holland, Chris Difford, and
Throw it over
Glenn
here.
Tilbrook.
Come on.
72.
Over here.
I don't know.
Man, Howard.
I got it.
No. Can we take a guess? Do we lose
take a
points if we
guess.
guess?
Come on, the time is up.
We don't lose points?
No.
Well, I'm trying to get the rules, goddamn
He's
you,
getting
Baba
the
Booey.
rules. Papa Booey's
I'm going to say
Woody
something,
over here.
Dee.
All right.
Spandau Ballet.
No, it's not.
Jog 1,
Chance
2,
to steal.
3. Squeeze.
It is squeeze. Absolutely.
I don't know them.
Point bonus.
Who knew squeeze?
That's
Rat
because
Race
it's from
Choir.
their generation. You got to get control and get control.
D, man, why didn't you know that?
Class of
They suck.
83, you have control. Let's pick a
Squeeze.
category.
Okay.
Squeeze. What did they ever do?
Pick a
Tons of
category.
tempted by the fruit.
Tempted by the fruit of another. All right.
Tempted by the fruits
I'm
of your
glad
mother.
that you didn't know it either.
No, I don't know that.
My mistake.
Oh, you're
My
very
mistake.
happy that the two of you
Go
are
ahead.
well
Very
matched.
similar to what Howard was
Could we
just
take
doing.
bonus
These are
now?
misconstrued lyrics.
All right, go ahead.
Misconstrued lyrics from what generation do you want?
Ours.
All right, of course.
83.
1983.
Misconstrued lyrics?
Yes.
Is it? Okay.
Give me an example.
Oh, this is the tough one. The same thing?
No
You
example.
know,
Just
like
go.
there's a bathroom on the right.
Gotcha.
You know. Okay, here we go.
Gotcha.
You're going to give me the real lyrics, all right? These are Billy Joel lyrics. You make the rice, I'll make the gravy.
Baba Booey. I got it.
You may be
1983.
right. I may be crazy.
Absolutely right.
No, you may be right. I may be wrong.
No.
That's crazy.
You're wrong. I was pushing D's hand down. I said, he's got to know this.
That wasn't
D,
my
aren't you in
hand.
rock and roll? Don't you know any of this?
All right,
I
then
hate all these
questions
bands.
now.
All right.
Smoking a cigarette.
So now
I
John
wanna
gets the other
All right,
chance.
John, you get the you want the B side?
Okay.
All right, Huey Lewis. Give us the actual lyrics. Is this a zit?
Oh, so easy.
Is this a zit?
know this?
Time's up.
Baba
Chance to
Booey.
steal or
Is
move
this-
on.
is this-
72.
If this is it.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
You stole it. 100
Hey,
points.
even I
I'm
knew that.
embarrassed. I knew that.
Control.
I got to, Craig. I got to ask you a question.
Yeah, what's the
How
question?
come John had a quarter of a second to answer?
know,
But
I
Howard had
know.
hours on the bonus question.
I had like
still
3
had it
seconds.
wrong.
He had it
Let me
wrong.
explain. Notice the name of the show.
No,
exactly.
I just had it.
Continue with the game. Let's go. Now we stole.
What's
Let's
the-
go.
what's the
Stole, you have
score?
control.
All
Let's
right,
pick a
give me the
category.
one that I had the first time. Give me 3 steps.
Give me 3 steps. All right. Everyone in your generation.
My generation.
Did you skip the bonus on that one, Howard?
No, do I get a bonus? You could.
No, that was a bonus question.
That was the
He doesn't.
bonus.
That wasn't
All
the
right.
answer.
It's going to be the other generation.
And what is
Give
the
me
score,
3
please?
They're out of 72, so we go to 83.
All right, go ahead.
200 for
84,
72, 300 for 83.
All right, good. Come on, let's go. We're in
Here,
this.
give me 3 steps. Name the 3 albums you're going to give us the artist. This is open to everyone. Hands on buzzers. You're going to get it. Long After Dark. Damn the Torpedoes. 72.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Yes, it is. 50. All right.
All right, now you got a chance
We
to
gotta
go
close
ahead.
Baba Booey.
Would you like the B-side? or
Yeah,
move on
give
to
my
another
man the
category?
B-side.
Yeah, go for it.
Go
Yeah,
for
go.
the B-side. Waking Up the Neighbors. Cuts Like a Knife and Reckless. Who is that?
Brian Adams.
It is Brian Adams.
That's my partner. That's my partner.
Be right. You have
Is the game over yet?
50 points. Would you like the bonus or move on?
Give us the bonus.
The bonus. All right, here
Here's
it
the
is.
big one.
Fascination, Hysteria, and Crash.
Got it.
Oh.
Oh, Def Leppard.
No,
It isn't Def Leppard. Chance to steal or move on, 83.
The Human
It
League.
is the Human League. Yes.
Hysteria is a Def Leppard song.
it's a song, but not an album.
Right.
We're looking. That was
That was actually an album, I think.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
83 have control. Let's pick a category.
Okay,
Sorry,
we'll
my
take
man.
end, of
went
the,
there
end of the
myself.
line
Yeah.
for 83.
End of the line in 83. You got
they're
it.
back up.
We're going to give you the beginning of a well-known song lyric. You're going to buzz in and finish it. It's open to everyone. Hands on
I
buzzers.
suck at this.
All right, here we go. Finish the line to this Dire Straits song. Now look at them yo-yos. That's the way you do it.
Baba Booey.
83.
You play the guitar on the MTV.
Yes, that's right. 50 points.
Yes.
Why did you hesitate on
Money
that?
for nothing.
How come we won?
Wait a minute.
Why? Read me the answer.
You
Play the
hesitated.
guitar on your
Let me hear it.
It's fixed. You play the guitar on the MTV. That's the
Okay.
answer.
The word is guitar. Go ahead.
All right.
Did it the way Dyer does it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, 1983. John, would you like the B-side
Come on,
or move
D.
on?
What's the B-side?
Move on to another
Yeah,
category.
move on.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, move on to another category.
Oh, you don't have
Pick
any faith in
Why
yourself.
don't you pick
Which one's the album one?
Joe, take Me and the Boys.
Me and the Boys.
Me and the Boys. All
Now, what's
right.
that?
I don't know, but I better be good at
Me
it.
and the Boys. I'm going to give you the lead singer, and you're going to give me the backup band. All right. If I said Silver Bullet Band, you would say
Bob Seger.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
A-sides open, everyone hands on buzzers. What generation? 1983, right?
Yep.
We'll do 72.
Is
Here
the
we
lead
go.
singer of the band?
Here we go. Give us the lead singer. The Mothers of Invention.
Baba Booey.
83.
Frank Zappa.
Wait a second. We buzzed in.
No, we beat you. That's
And
what
that's
it's
an
an
83
electronic
question?
game.
Light came on
I
first.
buzzed in before I even finished the word.
Howard, so did we.
Frank Zappa is an 83 question?
No, he's
72.
72 is it?
Okay, here we go.
All right. Would you like the B-side or move on?
Take it.
John.
Yeah, okay, we'll take it.
All right. The Continental Kids.
Oh, my God.
Can't
No,
tell him.
this is to John.
I know the answer.
John only.
Oh, man, that's tough.
Time's up. Chance to steal or move on. 72.
You take it. I know it.
Flash Cadillac.
Very good.
Absolutely right.
Now
Nice.
that's good.
Absolutely right. Okay. I
have more faith in
control
D.
72. Let's
If
pick
I
a
had just said
category.
Cadillac, would I have been right?
No, I would have gone to the judges on that.
You would have? Okay, good.
Yeah, Jane over there.
Glad I'll let you have that.
Okay.
Can we get
Okay,
a score here?
okay.
Want to go into 72 now? I mean, this is supposedly
Yeah,
our
fine.
Yeah,
but do
72.
it. But do a category we understand, like the one we just
How
had.
about a spelling bee? You want that
Oh,
one?
no.
What is that?
That doesn't sound interesting.
No.
Oh, okay. That's I put a spell on you. You just have to spell.
What is the score right now?
We always spell. What do you spell?
So you got a very close game. 450 to 500.
Wait a second. We just had
83 is in the lead.
We lost points.
Yeah, but we
You
only lost
lost.
100 points.
Yeah.
I
because
trust
it was
her.
the B-side. Trust her.
All right,
Right
let's
there,
make
I
this,
trust her.
guys.
She's
You want
got
to
a
make this
close
the
on.
last question?
And then we go to the lightning round.
Then we have a lightning round after
Why don't we go to
this.
lightning round
Let's go to
now?
lightning round now.
All right, want to go to
Yeah,
lightning?
go to lightning round.
Here we go. Speed round.
What is lightning
I
round?
don't know.
It's the
You're
speed
asking
round.
It's a
for
speed
it.
round. They just throw out questions.
This,
you
you
gotta,
really have to be good on the buzzers.
Okay. Well, we haven't been too
The
good.
older guys are going to have a tough time with this.
The older.
All right.
Baba Booey's
All right.
40.
I'm going to give you two artists that charted with the same song in two different generations. You're going to tell me the song. Each answer's worth 200 points.
Uh-oh.
60 seconds on
Do
the
you
clock.
understand the question?
All right.
All right.
They charted with the same song, right?
Okay.
Stop the clock for a second.
so wait, they
all
try
right?
with the same song, and I have to tell you
The two
both
artists,
artists
yeah.
or the song?
Just, yeah, if to give us the song.
Oh,
all right?
good. Okay.
He's
all
going
right.
to tell us the
That I
artist.
All
understand.
right, you'll see how easy it is.
Go ahead.
This is really got to be fast. Here we go. The five-man electrical band and Tesla both sang this signature song.
I got it.
72.
72.
I'll call you.
Go ahead.
That's
D.
you guys.
Okay, hold on.
Tesla and five-man
got
electrical
it.
band.
Sign says.
Right, that's it.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Okay.
Maxie Priest and Cat Stevens both sang this song about the savage earth. 83.
Wild World.
Right.
Damn.
Harry Chapin and Ugly Kid Joe both charted with this ditty about a kitty. 72.
Taxi.
No.
Oh, it's
Cats in the Cradle.
Right.
yes.
Oh,
Charlie
geez.
Manson stole this song from the Beatles, and you two stole it back. 72.
Helter Skelter.
Right.
Oh, come on, that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
That counts.
That totally doesn't count.
Green
Robin
Day.
answered the question.
Green
That
Day.
was not her.
Green Day covered this Kinks classic on the Private Parts soundtrack. 83.
You really got me.
No, 83.
I'm so tired.
No,
I think you said
incorrect.
that.
Here we go. 10,000 Maniacs and Patti Smith explain about darkness.
Because of
83.
night.
Right. Loggins and
It
Messina
wasn't 10,000
and
Maniacs. It was a
Poison.
singer.
Baba Booey.
Your mama don't dance.
That means the time is
Wait,
up. And who
what
won?
is it? Who won?
Points.
Who won?
Class of 1983 won.
I owe him $100.
Build us, man.
D dragged me down.
Wait a minute, that was a wrong question, by the way.
Wait,
It wasn't 10,000 Maniacs. It was the singer for the 10,000 Maniacs.
No, it was 10,000 Maniacs. It was the last song she did with them
believe me,
before she
they are
left the
so
band.
nerdy about
And also,
this.
while you're at it, even though we're winning 1,100 to 450, you can lose another 100 for the one Robin gave you.
Get out of here. I wasn't giving credit for
You're
that.
having so much trouble.
He was
We didn't
saying
get credit for that.
You know what it is? I can't think that fast. Seems like a pretty good game, even though I lost. Congratulations,
Thank
Baba
you both.
Booey and
Thank you
John.
Game shows aren't easy, are they?
I still know more about rock and roll than Baba
You know,
Booey.
I think you know a lot more than you did today, but you do panic on the buzzer.
Yeah, I'm not good at this.
Baba Booey was slamming, so he broke his buzzer.
my buzzer.
I never saw you nervous before. You were actually
Yeah, I was
nervous.
upset. Dee Snider, congratulations to you on your new movie coming out,
Strangeland, this September.
Also, DSnider.com.
Right.
And what else?
Syndicated radio show, The House of Hair.
House of Hair. Check for it in your, your local listings. I got to thank Amber from Scores.
Thank you very much for having me.
What are you wearing under your dress?
Nothing.
Can we see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean?
What are you?
It's very sheer. I can't wear anything underneath it, so
what
it's
do
gotta
you
be
got under?
smooth.
You got a bra on?
Yeah.
Oh, you do have a bra.
Of course.
Oh, I didn't know. But you're not wearing panties?
Come on, I got
we won't
$100
talk
worth of
about
singles.
Yeah, we need a lap dance. Anyway, it's a cool game. It's called
My Generation.
My Generation.
Craig, so did you think who won was actually who you'd expected?
No, I actually was trying to favor Howard so I could get back on the show.
Oh, were you really?
I was hoping. I gave Stuttering John like 2 seconds to answer the question. He was stuttering in his mind like what the answer was. I'm like, all right, time's up. Move on to Howard. I still, with my help, he couldn't do it. The older guys can't do the buzzer as fast.
Were you trying to give him easier questions?
No, I didn't give any. No, they were just the questions that VH1 gave me. It's not like
so
I
you
made
didn't
those
look
up.
at them like in advance.
I did look at them in advance, but I said this is an easy game for anybody. But apparently Howard wasn't on the music thing. He hasn't done music for a while. He's a talk show host.
All right, Craig. Well, thanks.
Robin was very good in the booth giving the answers. He couldn't even do it with Robin yelling the answers to him. She's like, helter skelter. Whoopsie racy race.
All right, Craig. Thanks for coming down to play.
Oh, sure. Thanks for having me. This was fun. Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks.
I don't give a rat's ass that you got mail. You son of a bitch bastard.
Bubba the Love Sponge Show at Howard 101 1-888-69 Bubba. Not that I can take your phone call. I got Stuttering John that I need to interview here. John is the announcer for the Jay Leno show, and he also has a movie coming out on April 10th. We'll ask him about all that stuff and more. What's up, John?
Hey, are we on?
We're on, buddy.
Oh, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing? You don't sound too enthused.
It's been an interesting morning.
Yes, it has, buddy.
I just been getting a bunch of emails, and it's been.
And what have they been saying? Be honest. Watch out for fucking Bubba.
No, nothing about you. I mean, I'm talking about like this morning. I woke up to do these, these things I'm doing on the Tahiti Village stuff, and I get on the air and then as soon as I go downstairs, I go open my emails, and it's like all this crap about something I said on Adam Carolla and stuff.
Now, yeah. First of all, let's get some like general housekeeping out of the way, and then we can dig into all that.
Yeah.
First of all, let's talk about the movie that's coming out on April 10th. What's that all about?
Well, actually, it's April 15th.
Okay.
It comes out. It's called One Too Many. It's National Lampoon presents One Too Many. It's a comedy about a guy who has had no luck with monogamy, so he decides to find a girl that will bring other women into bed with him. And it's a very, very funny comedy there, Bubba. And it comes out April 15th. And go to onetooManythemovie.com to check out the trailer.
And then, of course, Tahiti Village.
Yeah, I mean, if any of your any of your millions of listeners want to get a great free room in Vegas, they call this number 1-877-90-GO-WIN. They'll get 2 nights, 3 days in Las Vegas, in a great room in Vegas, 877-90-GO-WIN, and call the number now. And if you call the next 15 minutes, they'll also throw in 2 tickets to a show in Vegas.
Now, John, let me ask you just the most obvious.
All right, thank you for letting me get that out of the way first.
I wanted to get all out of the way. Now, no disrespect to Tahiti Village, but some guy, by all standards, you're the announcer for Jay Leno on The Tonight Show. Why the fuck would you be doing, and again, no disrespect to Tahiti Village, but why would you be doing that shit? By all accounts,
you know what, Papa, this is the first time I've done an interview that you could actually curse.
That's right.
I swear to God.
So you're freaked out, but you can actually say anything, Stuttering John, you want. But anyway, why would you do?
You know what?
I've heard you made $1 million a year.
Oh, please.
Seriously.
I wish. Come on.
That's what the ongoing scuttlebutt amongst our little family is that that Leno was trying to fuck Howard on the backside and offered you $1 million.
Well, he wasn't trying to screw Howard, and no, he didn't. He didn't offer me that much money.
Okay.
Are you making close to $1 million?
How much are you making?
Oh, I'm not making near $1 million, brother.
No,
yeah,
not
I'm
even.
not either.
Now, let's talk about the shitstorm that you supposedly have gotten yourself into. First of all, I heard a little bit of it today, and I got to say that I thought, first and foremost, that I thought Adam Carolla was kind of being a dick today. Adam.
Well, you know what, Bubba? The truth is, I never I did that interview last week, last Wednesday,
right?
And you know what? It was one of those, when you get up in the morning. Well, I'm sure you're used to it, but you get up at 5. I was doing about eight different interviews, and Adam was the last one I think of the day, and I didn't even know that I said anything at all controversial until this morning. And I was like, oh, my God, I didn't, it wasn't, but, yeah, I agree. He kept talking about how you don't get paid in radio, and that's, and I was agreeing with him and I'm sure, I don't know if you have had the experience where you don't make a lot of money in radio.
Well, Adam has not paid his, by all means, by radio standards, by where Howard has come from and where I have come from, my guys have come from, and even to an extent as to where you've come from. Adam, by all means, is the last motherfucker that needs to be talking about not making enough money in radio. He's in Los Angeles. He kind of dabbled in radio as this quasi fucking love line bullshit, and then got this big time gig because Howard vacated a whole bunch of affiliates within the CBS family, and now Adam's making, I promise you, Adam's making probably $8-10 million.
Wow!
So he's the last motherfucker to be talking about people not getting paid in radio. I mean, and then
no, but you know what, and Bob, one of the messages I wasn't necessarily begrudging Howard. I mean, I talked about Tom Chiusano and about how. I would try and get some money from him, and he was just, reluctant to ever budge. And that's something that you've heard on the show, the Chiusano bit and all that. And that was part of what I was talking about. But I guess, I don't know. I guess whatever I said pissed Howard off.
Well, you kind of said that Howard didn't go to bat for you.
Well, I always listen. I love Howard. I'll say it again, and I said it on Adam Carolla. Of course, that's not even. I appreciate. I'm grateful to him for giving me, my start. I've said it. It's on the NBC website. I've said it in a billion interviews. I've said it in the press. I sent Howard a clock from Tiffany as soon as I left that said thank you on it. I've said it on my website. Of course, I'm completely grateful to him. And I just wish that in those days that, I was making no money, that I would have gotten paid a little bit more money because I was struggling. And listen, that's the honest truth. I don't blame him for it, but it was just, that's what I was going through in that time.
But at the end of the day, you do got to kind of understand where you are now today and what you're doing in the industry and the kind of money you're making now is probably, one would think. Now, I've been doing this for 23 years. I started out in Terre Haute, Indiana, making literally, honest to God, $75 a week. That doesn't fucking matter. But anyway, the stage and when the stage that Howard put you on, taking you from a college kid with no job to an internship to now where you are now. At the end of the day, would you be where you are today? If it wasn't for Howard, whether you were
again, Bob, like I said, I'm not saying. Howard gave me my start, and for that I'm grateful. But I do think, and you could yell at me if you want, I do think I did a lot for that show. I freaking would wait out till 2 and 3 in the morning to do interviews, and I would stir it up in the air. Whenever we went to break, I would tell Howard, what was going on with each guy on the show. I was very loyal to Howard, and I gave him a lot of airtime. And at some point, I think, I'm completely grateful to him. But I also, I also gave him a lot of my, anything that I could do for the show. I did.
No,
I went on stage with Mancow in Atlanta, got on stage and started screaming at him in front of like a whole freaking, a paid thing. I did, how many punches I took and everything else.
Well,
listen, I did anything I could for him, and in the same breath, I'm grateful for him for giving me, my start.
You should have.
My start. Now I'm stuttering, Bubba.
Now you should have gotten a fucking bonus for Mancow because he's a real fucking idiot. Period. He's a big.
Did you ever see that, dude? It's like the Zapruder film.
No, he's a fucking asshole. He wouldn't even, he thinks he's better than everybody. And he's, you talk about a fucking hack. He is hack number one. But I'm tell you one thing. I kind of take a little bit issue at Carolla because Adam's supposed to be Howard's friend. And he was calling him stern. I think that's disrespectful to call somebody by their last name.
Well, I thought Adam is Howard's friend.
Well, I thought so too, but after hearing what I heard today on the replay, I thought the fucking Adam was kind of, maybe the druthers that you're in now and why everybody's so pissed. I think maybe Adam, you should know this as well as I think you kind of got worked. I think Adam kind of made you look even worse than you really were.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I talked to some of the guys over. I didn't think it was that bad, and some of the guys over there, I talked to them today. They didn't think like I said it was that bad, but apparently Howard did. And I know Gary just called me and left me a message, and he wants me to come on the show tomorrow.
Now, John, everybody? It's widely known how bitter Jackie is. Do you see yourself as bitter?
No, and that's the thing. I've never, like I said, guys, I've done so many interviews, like promoting, comedy gigs, and I've never obviously said anything to set him off. And this is the first time that I guess I said something that was, controversial, and maybe it wasn't clear what I was saying, but there are some things that happen on the show that that I would get irritated, just like there's some things that I would do on the show that would irritate Howard. You know what I mean?
Now, how would you? I'm sorry. How would you describe your relationship with Fred?
Gary just told me today that Fred says he doesn't hate me, but I always kind of felt that he wasn't a fan.
Yeah, John, Fred fucking hates your guts, and I'll tell you right now, he wants to kick your ass, period.
He probably does. I don't know why, but okay.
And he's about a tough enough, fucking crazed. He's pretty tough.
Bubba, I got to tell you something, and don't be mad at me for bringing this up, but I was working out with Howard in his house in the Hamptons, right?
I know what's going on.
This is the funniest thing. So me and him are in his gym, and we're working out, and who's on the radio in Connecticut? Bubba the Love Sponge, trashing Howard.
Oh, yeah.
And you were telling, I think you were saying how old he was and all this stuff. And it's so funny that now you're working for him.
Well, and I'm a loyal soldier, and I got to tell you, man, I'll give you a personal experience. I went up when we were dead in the water. We talked shit about Howard when he was our competition, absolutely. And I told, I'm scheduled to meet Howard with Don Buchwald, and I'm a nervous wreck. And I'm like, fuck, I talked shit about this guy, the standard radio wars bullshit. And he walked in, and I'm not kissing his ass. I swear to God, I'm not. He walked in, and he was like, hey, listen, that was radio wars. I know good talent. I need good talent. I think that we can probably work together. And he was a better person and a bigger man, accepted my apology, and didn't even really want one, and said, hey, that's fucking radio. And let's go on and do good radio on like an uncensored type forum together, something that you and I are not used to. So I did. I talked some shit about Howard, and when he was my competition. But fuck, he's been great. I'll tell you, John. Unlike you, maybe you're appreciative or not, but I'm fucking tickled to death to be on his family and in part of his family. And had he not saved me, I didn't have a big $1 million cushy job with Jay Leno to fucking save me. I was.
Dude, I don't have $1 million job.
I was dead in the water.
But I do have a cushy job.
I was fucked. And he basically saved every man in this room's fucking career, or we were done. But anyway,
again, and I know you don't. If you believe me or not, I've always been appreciative, and I've always told Howard, thank you for giving my start. I've said it on various websites and interviews, and like I said, I think that myself, so I am appreciative.
I think
just because one interview, dude, that's what the thing is. Like,
yeah, but you got to understand, man. The one interview you did is a very powerful interview on a guy that's syndicated in Los Angeles, the second largest market in regular radio. And you know what? And I think, and I'm going to be honest with you, I think that Howard thinks that's fucked up. First of all, I got Adam Carolla, who's supposed to be somewhat friendly, kind of baiting a guy that is supposed to have some respect for me, and it's ended up being a big Howard fuck you fest, and that's bullshit.
You know what, Bubba, dude? Come on. It wasn't a Howard F you fest. First of all, I said two things that maybe he did. I said I wish that he would have went to bat for me. All I meant was I wish that he could have got me more money at the station. I was struggling. If that's so bad, then sue me. I wasn't trashing him. I didn't go out and call him names or say that I begrudged him. That's all I said. It wasn't. If you could say that I was saying F you to him, I don't agree with you.
No, I don't say that you're saying. I say the attitude was kind of you and Adam together kind of were being anti-Howard, and I think that's
but again. Then, Bubba, I'll disagree that you're taking it out of context, because Adam started out by saying, I've been in radio and you don't make any money. And if you heard the beginning of the conversation, I was laughing, saying, my first salary was $10,000 a year.
Right.
So, that's how it started. It was just talking about how you don't, make any money in radio. Then he started saying, well, and then he started getting into the whole Howard thing.
What a fucking nerd, this fucking Adam Carolla. I don't know. I'm just as mad at him as I am anybody. I think that he set you up. I don't think you'd have any of this heat right now, and had Adam not fucking hung out to dry like a little pussy that he is.
Do you contribute? Are you not making enough money directly on Howard? I mean, it seems kind of like that's the way it was, and Howard didn't control...
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Well, Howard didn't control the paycheck, so you not getting paid enough money...
Well, no, but see, again, even if you listen to the clip that he's playing that got him so angry, I first said, when you worked on that show, you weren't, it wasn't necessarily where you're going to get paid a lot of money. I mean, a lot of what I was talking about is Tom Chiusano, who, just so you know, guys, he once gave me a raise that he said that was just health insurance, okay? That was for me and my family. He gives me health insurance. He says, this is worth $10,000, okay? I was making like $40,000 a year. So he goes, here's this $10,000 raise. It's health insurance. 2 months after the raise, K-Rock changes their policy where they're not going to give health insurance to the staff anymore. Tom takes it away from me. I go, well, Tom, this was part of our deal. He goes, well, I can't just give it to you. Then I got to get to everybody. So these are the kind of things I'm talking about. It's not necessarily, directed at Howard. And apparently, I guess in this interview I did with Adam, that's the way it seems to you guys.
Now, let me ask you a question.
I'm sure you have experienced this kind of thing with general managers.
Oh my God!
Bubba.
I mean, we've all everybody in this room has been underpaid in radio and been somewhat bitter about it. But we've been bitter towards the general manager of the company. Not really.
Well, listen. I mean, if you heard the story I told on Adam, one of the best days in my life on K-Rock was when, I got the job on the Tonight Show, and after all the things Tom had said to me, just so you know, and just a backstory, Tom once said to me, well, John, it's not like anybody else is asking you for a job. And these are the kind of things he would say to me anytime I would ask for a raise. So you don't know how thrilled I was to go into his office and go, Tom, I just want to give you my 2 weeks' notice. I'm going to be the new announcer on the Tonight Show. And he just crouched over and went, no way. And for me, that was just a great moment because, after all of him not paying me, and then, I could have always left. I know that, but, it's just unfortunate that, you didn't make any money, but that's the nature of radio, I guess.
Now, did Tim Sabean ask you for a personal favor and you denied him?
You know what, man? Tim Sabean and I, all it was, and listen, Bubba, I have no problem talking about this stuff. I mean, a lot of it I would have liked to told Howard in person, although I don't think that's going to happen. But Tim, I was trying, they wanted me to do a thing, Master Tape Theater, and I was just trying to see if they would give me a commercial for my movie.
Right.
And if that's so bad, but I mean, I'm trying to get the movie out there. I mean, I'm trying to do as much press and promotion as possible. So I was asking Tim, and the guy, this is a true story, so help me God, the guy that was booking me to do this initially had said that it was going to be 4 commercials a show. Now, what happened was it was a misunderstanding. I thought whatever. I thought it was 4 commercials. He said 1. So when they came back and said 1, I asked him, could he give me 2? And then Tim balked and said no. So and that's, it was just a negotiation. Unfortunately, because Tim brought it up today, I would never even have talked about it.
Well, I mean, it kind of looks like, you got to understand from Tim's point of view, it probably kind of, it probably was like not even, it was more of a favor and it turned it into a negotiation. And
I just listen, Bubba. All I wanted was a commercial to promote the movie. If that's so bad, then that's all I wanted. I just wanted to try and get some kind of promotion so I could promote the film. Obviously, it's my first film and everything else. And I was just trying to see if I did all this, I don't know if you know this, but I sent them a whole bunch of ideas that they could do of bits that I have, had liked in the past that, I'm proud of, and even bits that I'm not so proud of. And I did all that, and I was willing to go anywhere to record. I was willing to do the show live, and all I was just asking for was, could I get a commercial? And, listen, if that makes me a bad guy, it makes me a bad guy. I was just trying to get a commercial to promote the movie.
Now, on the Stuttering John comedy tour, there's a lot of scuttlebutt amongst, how you took all the money, and some of the comedians that actually did all the fucking work.
You know what? Listen, okay. Just remember, and I hope all your listeners know, there's always 2 sides to every story.
Well, John, that's why we have you on. Seriously.
That's why we're asking.
Listen, first of all the money. When we first started doing it, I think I was paid $1,000, and I paid the comedians probably $500 up to $500. Listen. It was my show. It was Stuttering John and Friends. I did all the press. I did all the radio. I would go out and bring comics all across the country. Nobody was mad about it. Everyone could have said no, just like I could have said no. And some got paid better than others. I mean, Nick DiPaolo got paid. I hope he doesn't get mad for saying this. He got paid $2,500 a weekend, which is around what he was making in those days. Is that so bad?
No, and we're not saying we need to get it. Obviously, we're trying to give you an opportunity.
I mean, I think I was giving Jim Florentine $1,000. I mean, I'm not sure of all numbers. Some were more, some were less. Some guys who hadn't been on the tour would get less, but and then and then sometimes me and Artie would split it. I mean, it was all different ways. I mean, it's so funny. The first time Artie worked with me, he said, "John, hey man, do me a favor, man. I'd love to do stand up again. You think I can be on your tour?" And I said, "Yeah, but I'm already paying 4 comedians. I only have like $500 to give you." He goes, "That's fine." And then like immediately, Artie was getting $2,500, and then 2 months after that, we were splitting them because he became so huge.
Artie is really cleaning up.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, I always try to take care of everybody. I never try to be a bad guy. I try to pay everyone as fairly as possible. And if some people say, okay, one person I really didn't pay that much was Melrose Larry Green, but can you blame me?
No, I can't blame you for that.
And and he was crazy, and but I mean, he's probably the worst comic I've ever seen in my life.
Like one thing Fred said today that kind of bothered me, and I don't know if this is true or not, but he said that you always try to take a shot at Gary. I mean, do you have a problem? Is there something?
You know what, dude? If you didn't think it was funny when I was making fun of Gary, then that's fine. But I mean, anytime I would make fun of Gary, listen, Gary would say things about me. I'd make fun of Gary. I'd make fun of Scott the engineer. I mean, it wasn't just Gary. It wasn't just one person. I'd make fun of Casey. I almost had Casey, kick my ass. I made fun of Crazy Cabby. Was relentless on Tom. Probably that was due to the fact that he would never pay me. But I mean, it's not just Gary I would make fun of, and sometimes I would make fun of Fred, and I think that was my mistake.
Now let me ask you a question, John. Don't you think you put a little too much in the radio industry? It's all about being at the bottom of the fucking barrel and paying your dues, and then you got to understand the rub that you're getting from a guy like Howard. In wrestling, they call it the rub. You could be a no name and go out and wrestle The Rock, and because you're wrestling The Rock, you're getting his rub, and it'll essentially pay off in the long run. Well, I mean, as a guy that has no radio experience, right out of college, being on the Howard Stern show, I mean, look where it's led you. I mean, so that at the end of the day, Howard's rub was unfucking believable for your career.
Again, I'll say it one last time. I am very grateful for that, and I acknowledge him everywhere I go.
I understand that.
Like I said on the Tonight Show website, it's the first thing that is on there. It says, first I'd like to thank Howard for giving me my start. What more can I say?
No,
guys?
I understand that.
I've said it so many times. I sent him a clock that just said thank you, your friend John, that I had engraved, because obviously I'm grateful for that, and this one interview, if you're going to hold this as my whole history on Howard Stern, then hold it against me. But I am grateful for my start.
I'm trying to explain I'm trying to explain my rationale, but I'm just saying, with the whole one thing, the one knock on, and the one thing that's coming back and biting you on the ass is everybody feels that you're ungrateful.
Of course, but listen. Bubba, I mean, listen, Howard said some rotten things to me on the air, and he said some rotten things about me since I left. I mean, am I going to, now, I'm not going to, talk to him anymore? I'm going to hate him because of course not. I mean, I could bring up so many instances where Howard was, mean to me on the air and said rotten things. I mean, sometimes he probably didn't mean it intentionally, but it hurt my feelings. Obviously, I didn't mean this to hurt him intentionally, but I obviously hurt his feelings, and I feel bad about that. It wasn't my intention. And we were talking about radio. We were talking about Tom Chisano, and I guess everything got put in. But I'm not backing down from what I said because I mean, when I was there, did I wish Howard would have said to Tom, pay this freaking guy? Of course I wish.
Now,
who wouldn't? Am I going to say that I didn't want to get paid?
Now, let me ask you a question. I want you to be honest with me.
Yeah.
You came up through the Howard ranks. You guys had a lot of fun at K-Rock, running, 25, 30 affiliates, powerful. Some accounts, 17, 30, 40-some million people listening coast to coast. Howard was pulp culture. He then gets a huge payday and is the godfather of making the switch over to satellite radio. With that comes a lot of money, and with that comes a lot of freedom that he never knew and you never experienced as well over to Sirius satellite radio. You just mentioned a few seconds ago when I first got you that holy shit, you can cuss over here. It's kind of fun. Do you feel? I mean, as a man, regardless of the money, take the money out of it. I know you're making more money over there with Jay Leno, but don't you feel like like you're kind of just like? It's just not very important, and all you do is just sit there and be the announcer, whereas you had so much more freedoms and so much more...
listen, I love my job here. I do the warm-up too, Bubba, and it's a great time. I do the announce, I'm in bits, and you know what? Listen, I went to NYU for film and television. I don't think this is the wrong way, but I always wanted to be in television and films. I mean, that's what, I got started with, with Howard because, in my head in those days, I knew he was going to be on television because I knew how great he was. So, I mean, that was one of the reasons why I even, interned for him, because I was hoping that was going to happen. So I love it at the Tonight Show, but radio is a much more freeing medium that you could say, whatever you want.
What I was trying to get at is, just sitting there with a coffee mug and being the announcer, that's what most of America knows you as. They don't see the warm-up portion of your gig, and we've not seen any movies, and just until April 15th, we will not have seen one. Yeah. So it seems like, your star power, and you had a hell of a lot more going on for you. And I'm just asking, when you were with Howard, and you haven't even experienced the freedom that he has at Satellite, do you kind of kick yourself in the ass, maybe?
You know what? No disrespect to Howard or anybody, but no. I really, I was there for 15 years. I'm not begrudging it. It was great, but I was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day, and I wanted to be in television, and yes, I was on the air a lot, and but no, I don't have any regrets on leaving the show. It was time for me. It was time. I wanted to leave. I had done it for a long time. Listen, Bubba, I went straight out of college. I went right to Howard. I was still in college. The whole first year I was there, I was still at NYU.
Right. Now, obviously, John, the money had a lot to do with it. But let's say modern day, it was equal money between being on Sirius Satellite Radio with Howard or doing the Jay Leno Show. Equal money. What would you choose?
I would rather be on the Jay Leno Show. And don't take that because listen, like you're asking me, I was on the Howard Stern Show for 15 years. It was time for a change. You know what I mean? That's like, if I was in the mood to change things.
Now, would you rather be on the Jay Leno Show because it's because of a respect factor, or what would it be?
Well,
do you feel like you get more respect being in the Leno camp?
Listen, I know you say that you only see me every once in a while and everything, and that may be true, but I love it here. Jay has been nothing but a great guy, and I love the show, and I love the people here, and I'm not just saying that. I really do, and it's been a great experience. It's given me a lot of opportunities to do other things, such as shoot the film, and I just shot another film with Did Entertainer the other day. That it's given me a lot of different opportunities. So and I just enjoy being here. But again, I was with Howard for 15 years, so it was time for a change for me. I want to try something different.
When Leno was approaching, did Leno himself approach you, or did
no? That's a whole other thing. Jay never.
Well, let's talk about it.
Well, the only problem is I got to go in like 5 minutes.
All right, well, we got 5 minutes. Come on, John.
What time is it over there?
It's 25 after.
25
yeah,
after.
I only have 5 minutes, dude, because I got to. I got to go up to rehearsal.
All right. So anyway, at the end of the day, was it pitched? What the way they pitched it to you? Was it more like
that's the other misconception, and I feel bad because that's my fault as well. Is that when I was offered the gig? First of all, I was offered the gig to be a correspondent a couple of times, and I turned it down because I talked to Robin, and she told me to talk to Howard and ask if and get his permission on it, but. On the air, he said he doesn't want to talk to me about my career, so I turned it down a couple of times. Then when they offered me the announcing gig, at least it was enough money. And when it was time to come, Jay said to me, "Do you want me to call Howard?" And I said, "No, I think it should come from me." And I think that's what got Howard so angry is that Jay didn't call, and that's my fault. So again, because I thought it should come from me.
Was it ever promised?
And I wanted to tell Howard, myself, because. At least I felt that we had a friendship, and I thought that it should come from me, and unfortunately that backfired.
Was it ever promised like an Ed McMahon type deal? Were you going to be? Was it ever promised?
No. I knew what the gig was. There was never like I'm going to be on the couch every day. It was nothing like that, dude. I'm just I was just in the mood for change.
One last question. I'll let you go. One last question. If you had to do it all over again,
Bubba, and thank you. You haven't been so bad. I heard this was going to be really ugly.
No, you know what? I want to be fair, and I want to tell you right now. You know who told me to be fair?
Gary Delabate.
No.
Who?
Howard Stern.
Really?
He said, "You know what? Give the guy a fair fucking shake," and I promise you that.
Oh wow, because Gary told me that he said the same thing to you guys.
Well, I talked to Gary. It did come, but you know what? Howard personally emailed me and said, "You know what? Don't step on him. Don't yell at him. Let him fucking say his piece."
So, well, I appreciate it, and I hope to talk to Howard soon. And I don't know if it's possible, if he'll ever forgive me for the things that I.
But if you had a chance to do it all over again, would you possibly have chose your words on Adam Carolla differently?
Listen, I would say this: if I was on the Howard Howard Stern show today, I would say the same things. I mean, maybe be in a different context. I would just say, yeah, of course I would have wanted.
I think you just got to set Adam straight. You got to say, listen, Adam, you know what? Fuck it.
You know what,
go
dude?
there.
And again, like, dude, I was just trying to plug this freaking number for Theater Village.
Yeah.
I mean, and get my movie out there. That's what the whole reason why I did the show in the first place. It certainly wasn't to trash Howard in any way.
Well, listen, hey, I know you got to get going, and more importantly,
they're calling me.
No, I understand that, but you know what, John? Thank you for calling. Thank you for taking some time out for us, and I hope that you think that we are fair to you, buddy.
No, I think you were very fair, and I actually enjoyed doing the show, man. And congratulations on your success, man.
And good luck, and be careful out in Los Angeles. And John, we appreciate your time, buddy.
Hey, thanks so much for having me on, guys.
Take care now. Bye. I think we did pretty good. What do you think?
Absolutely, some very telling answers. I think. Yeah.
I'm going to say something that I probably shouldn't be saying now.
Shouldn't be saying this.
But I'm going to go to SFN, Stern Fan Network, in the Bubba section, and I'm going to see what they think, because they'll fucking bring it. Just you know what?
But they need to know this.
Please understand what Brent's about to tell you.
You need to know this. I had spoken with Gary a couple of times today, and Gary and I went over things, and Gary said, listen, you can yell at the guy and get nothing out of him, or you can ask him questions in a calm, professional manner, and let him answer, and let's hear what he has to say.
Howard had the same conversation with me. He goes, Bubba? I said, yes, Howard. Let the guy answer. Don't step on him. Don't get crazy. It's exactly what he said. Don't get crazy. I hope we did it. They think they'll be able to take that tape tomorrow morning and have fun with it. We're soldiers. You know that. We do as we're told.
Howard Stern? I can't say because I don't know what it is.
A couple of awards have gone down this morning already. 2 awards were given out.
I don't have my statuette. When do I actually get it?
Oh, you'll get that in a few weeks. They're all at Jackie's house, and they got caught in the flood. Jackie the Joke Man Martling, by the way. I see him in our audience. Hi, Jackie. His wild 90-minute filthy joke video, Who Farted, I Smelt It, doing gangbuster business. I think Gary Marshall directed that. $15 plus $4 shipping and handling. Back to school special. Buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING.
Gary was going to direct it, but Jackie became too difficult.
Yeah.
Such a big star.
He always undermines his own success. Next Wednesday night, September 20th, Jackie at Rascals Comedy Club in West Orange, New Jersey. A lot of people looking forward to that big show. For info and Jokeland's internet address, call 516-9221. Yeah, we're having a big show here. A lot of different people. By the way, I just want to point out, in our celebrity-packed audience, Princess Norris, Fred's wife, is out there kissing.
Actress.
She's kissing everyone in the audience. At least I think she's kissing them. Oh, my. Hey, you can't do that in here. Get off your knees.
My goodness.
Hey, zip up. Sorry, Robin.
A lot of people have been faxing. They want to know what's going on with Fred. What's going on with Fred.
You'll never find out. Hey, you know who else is in our audience? Let me point that out before I get to our next category. The lovely Mrs. Baba Booey. Mary Delabate.
Nice to see you out there.
She's there with a monkey on her knee.
No.
No, I'm sorry. That's Gary's baby. It's a real monkey, actually. Mary takes the monkey everywhere in case Gary gets into a plane crash and needs spare parts. That is not Gary's baby.
It's the designated donor.
All right, listen, enough joking around. We're here. It is the 35th annual FMEs. These are awards given out on the Howard Stern Show exclusively. You can only get this here. Now, our next category is... Boom, 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 boom. Our next category is... Boom, 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 boom. There you go. I told you it would be here. Best non-celebrity argument.
Non-celebrity argument.
As you know, many times on the show, people who are not celebrities come on and give some of the best performances. Our first nominee, King of All Blacks versus Vinnie Mazzio Jr.
I remember that.
King of All Blacks. Do I have the wrong one?
I think they're in the wrong order for some reason.
I see.
So just you'll have to take
My guess would be the reason is you're involved. Yeah.
Did you have anything to do with it?
That's right. All right. You put these together, didn't you, Gary?
I thought I gave them in the correct order.
Of course. All right, here we are. King of All Blacks and Vinnie Mazzio Jr. Vinnie Mazzio Jr., producer.
I've never in my life, I swear. I've been on the 29 years. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Like what?
Like what? Your head is the most emptiest head I've ever seen in my life.
You are the biggest
But you are nice.
Biggest ass.
That's what's going to happen. You being nice, you take up the bird, you're going to bury it. The hell with the bird.
Screw you. You don't have to like the bird. That's my problem. I happen to love animals. I ain't doing it because I'm a big animal
I don't love you.
I think it was the big humane thing. And who loves you besides who? You know?
With my
that's fine.
I have a beef like that with my own people.
What have you done more than I've done?
You know what I mean?
You told me I got no brains and you're a janitor?
If I was a homeless bum, I would
That means I have no brains.
Well, God, why don't you let your mustache go? These are things that don't. Why don't you let your beard go? These are things that annoy people.
Why don't you pull your pants down when you go to the bathroom so you don't crap your pants?
Say something.
All right, King of All Blacks and Vinny Mascio Jr. going at it. You know, the year was filled with so many arguments. Who remembers Captain Jenks and A.J. Benza going at it?
Oh, I do.
Captain Jenks.
This is as a result of your birthday show, as a matter of fact.
That's right. This is Captain Jenks and A.J. Benza producing.
So you're telling me that Captain Jenks, you want to actually fight A.J.?
I'll do it if I have to, Howard.
Really?
Defend your honor.
Defend my honor?
Defend your honor. What about your own bull? Hey, man, it's not Howard's honor. It's your honor and your chin you got to protect. Well, let's find out. You're talking like you got connections or something like that. Connections for what, AJ? Connections for what? And you know what? We'll fight. I got family we'll fight, and you may kick my ass, but every single time you pick up the phone for the rest of your life, I'll be there.
Okay, well, do me a favor. You're gonna have to listen to me. You're gonna have to live your life in your little crummy home in Pennsylvania, because I'll.
My little crummy home. See, this is the whole thing.
What?
Maybe I do live in a crummy home right now, but with you writing articles like that, with the record that I got coming out, doesn't do me any favors for sure.
Jenks, you have a choice. Here's your choices the way I see it. You got three choices.
Okay.
You can go in the ring, let AJ kick your ass. Okay, and he'll write a nice article about you.
Yeah.
That's one choice.
I don't care what.
Wait a minute, hold it.
Oh, wait, I'm giving you choices.
Okay.
You can have your ass kicked without the article.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think I would
Or you
rather
can
do
just
that
have the article.
Or you can just have an article. It's your choice.
Or he can have an article and never bother me one more time in his life, or else then I kill him without gloves on.
All right, there he is, A.J. Benza and Captain Jenks. Should have pulled the clip where A.J. was yelling at Jenks that he was going to kick his ass.
That was the best part.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow. A.J. Benza, of course, writes for the Daily News.
Amazingly enough.
Amazingly enough. Stuttering Nina. You remember Stuttering Nina?
Yes.
Beautiful.
The hot dog girl?
Stuttering Nina sells hot dogs down in Florida, and then a competing hot dog girl called in.
Yeah, I don't know how, but Stuttering Nina wound up here on the air.
Yeah.
And she said her breasts were real.
Yeah, well, Stuttering Nina sells hot dogs in a thong.
Right. And she said her breasts were real, and that incident, just caused a great uproar in Florida where this other hot dog girl was listening.
Bunky. You don't have proof that she had breast
in a red
implants.
Mitsubishi and give jobs.
Oh, hold on a second. Wait, you can't say that on the air.
What?
Now, you accusing Nina of sitting in a red Mitsubishi and having sex with men?
Oh, come on. She knows who it is.
Number one, give me a break. I do not use my customers as doing sexual favors. I am so much better than that.
What did you get breasts for, huh? Just to make some money off
listen, I have always had breasts, okay?
Right, wait a
this
second.
helps my career.
Oh, you're admitting that they're fake.
I was going to, yes, but you keep on going on.
All right.
You feel better now, Bunky?
But let me say...
So I did what I had to do.
Excuse me, hold on. You've had them done about 3 times, so shut your mouth. Thank you. And you've been down to your friggin' knees.
Oh,
Well, there you go. That's Stuttering Nina.
When the girls get together.
You're not kidding. And finally, Elephant Boy and Captain Jenks. Elephant Boy, we all know, who has the speech impediment. Captain Jenks is the guy who makes all the phony phone calls. And Captain Jenks, believe it or not, made a phony phone call to Elephant Boy's mother.
Oh, and that's what upset Elephant.
It upset Elephant Boy greatly. Captain Jenks, producer.
Fred, you hit on everybody's girlfriend.
Yeah, all right.
Don't tell me.
If you want to
I thought we buried this. I apologized to you on the phone the other day. I spoke to you on the phone for 15 minutes.
I can see why the guy's mad.
I apologize. Yeah. See, well, so can I. And I apologized to him on the phone.
You realize you were wrong.
Yes. Yeah. And I apologized to him on the phone, I mean...
I want to let also
people know what kind of a-hole he is.
Oh, see, now, Fred, now, you know what, man? Now, how can you say that? I've supported you everything you've ever done. I've been the one friend to you that you really know.
He influenced me because I'm probably better than any other thing. Lose a friend who spend all night going to bachelor parties, get drunk.
All right, Elephant Boy giving it to Captain Jenks. Yeah. Well, let's see who won the FME.
I can't wait to see who won this category. Very close, don't you think?
No, this is always close. It's always so difficult. Our judges are so racked with pain when every time they have to make a decision like this.
I hope it's AJ and Captain Jenks.
So do I. Well, if you remember on that one, Captain Jenks, I'm opening the envelope, having some difficulty, Robin. If you remember, Captain Jenks was belittled in the newspaper by A.J. Benza. Who would even think Captain Jenks would be written about in the newspaper? And Captain Jenks said he was going to kick A.J.'s ass. Oh, and there's the winners, Captain Jenks and A.J. Benza.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, I wanted them.
Accepting the FME is A.J. Benza of the Daily News and Captain Jenks.
Wow.
Hello, guys.
Hey, what's up?
A.J., I forget, why did you write an article about Captain Jenks?
At that point, the captain had come out with an album he was going to put out with all his joke phone calls.
Well, not me. It was North-South Atlantic Records.
Oh, okay. So I said, fine, that's great, because I always enjoyed his phone calls. And then, unfortunately, I said some things in the paper. Like the one comment I made that I think pissed him off was that I said, following in the footsteps of Stuttering John comes Captain Jenks, another one of Stern's soldiers, whatever. And he kind of took it to mean that I was belittling him, but I really wasn't. So it was a huge misunderstanding. And but I think the biggest story here is I'm flush with emotion over this thing.
You like winning the award?
AJ.
Yes.
I thought that you said that you were going to write a retraction. You never did that.
I was going to write something when I got one of your tapes.
I sent you a tape.
Oh, I never got the tape.
I sent you a tape.
No, I never got it. I swear to God, I never got it. We moved offices. We moved to 450 West 33rd.
Is that just another excuse?
Is this guy want another ass kicking again or what? Now, what you want to nominate for next year's award show now?
You know what, man? You're a big dumb jerk off.
Hey, you know what, Howard?
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Set up the ring and call the promoters in because this guy's got to get his ass kicked.
I can't believe you didn't kick his ass.
Nah, I just
Nothing
can't.
happened. No ass kicking and no orders.
No, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's budgeting the time to kick his ass. I have no time.
You're busy.
You're a big lying dumb jerk off.
It isn't the fact that I would kill him. It's just I can't. The time is hard. And I tell you what, next year I'll gladly kick his ass anytime you want. I'll even clobber him with the award if you want.
So
AJ,
we have to schedule it now.
Yeah.
AJ, you're a jerk off.
All right, do me a favor. Just show up anywhere within 50 miles of New York City and try to find your way home after that.
AJ.
Now, please do me a favor and show up.
AJ.
Yeah.
AJ, you're a jerk off. You know that?
Jenks, just show up.
You're a scumbag.
Show up someplace.
You're a scumbag. You lie every time you talk to me. You lie to everybody you talk to. Yeah, fist you.
All right, listen.
What the hell's wrong with this guy, Howard?
Hey, AJ.
Yeah.
He's saying he's going to kick your ass,
yeah,
man.
I know. He tried that about half a year ago, and it got him real far. I've been keeping my eye on his career. He's doing tremendous.
Is it possible?
Hey, AJ.
Yeah.
You're not doing any better.
No, I know. I'm really headed nowhere right now.
No, nobody knows who you are.
I know. No, you're right, Jenks.
Because you're a big dumb jerk off.
My only claim to fame
You're a big dumb fat jerk off.
I'm fat too.
You're a big dumb fat jerk off with no talent.
Do me a favor.
That's why you're stuck at the Daily News.
I'm stuck.
That's why you're stuck at the Daily News.
I'm stuck at a horrible paying job. I only go to parties every night. I meet the best people in the world. What a horrible life.
No, you're a big dumb jerk off. That's why you work at the Daily News.
And aren't you on the E! Entertainment Network as well?
Yeah, I'm on E! I do all those shows. You know what?
You know what? The only thing that's anything good on E is Howard, and you know it.
Howard's the best on E, no question.
Yeah, and you're just I mean, they may as well get Danny Bonaducci.
Hey, Jenks, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. You're a very short guy.
And AJ's a very fat guy.
And you think you could really beat AJ?
I could kick his ass up and down the road, Howard.
Really? Well, I'm not putting you down, Jenks. I mean, I just want to know the assessment.
I could kick his ass up and down the road because he's big, fat, and stupid.
I know. Well, he's right. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm big, fat, and stupid, but I'm also a killer. And I'd wipe the streets with you.
No, you know what? You know what? You're a penny ant reporter.
All right, do me a favor.
Come down to earth. Come down to earth. You're a penny ant reporter.
Howard, just set it up. I mean, like, just let's
Jenks,
prolong this guy's agony already.
AJ says he will fight you if you just give me the word where.
And I'll make a promise right now to you. Ready?
Yeah.
whenever you set the ring up, I swear to God, I will not throw one left hand the whole fight.
You only
use your right hand.
You're saying you will beat Jenks only with your right hand.
Listen.
Hey, listen, Howard.
Shut up.
AJ, watch the language, AJ.
You can't use that in the Daily News, and
I can use dash.
Yeah, you know what? You're a reporter, and you don't know that you can't say that on the radio.
I know. I know I can say whatever I want on the radio.
Hey, Howard, why don't you set the both of us up at your birthday show this year?
All right, I'll do it. I mean, it's up to you guys.
Howard is throwing his own birthday party.
Howard,
no, you are throwing it.
Howard,
and it better be good. Yeah.
I would be very proud, Howard. I would be very proud if you could watch me kick his ass up and down the road, Howard.
I would be very proud to see that.
Howard, do me a favor.
AJ, are you up for that?
I'm up. You know what I'd rather do? Here's what I'd rather do.
Here's what I'd rather do. I'd rather punch you in your ugly face.
Well, Jenks may be right. AJ's backing out all the time.
I'm going to give him an opportunity to punch my face. You
really think you're bad, don't you?
No, I just know I can kick your ass.
Well, come on over here right now. Come to the gas station where I'm working at. Kick my ass.
Howard, just do me a favor.
Yeah.
What I'd love to do is I don't want to belittle this guy in front of all the people who are going to watch this show, but I'll do it in front of your birthday show. But I'd much rather do it in private, where this guy he's going to want to pull out the minute he sees me in the ring. The minute he feels the first shot, he's going to want to pull out.
So you're saying you're offering him an opportunity.
I always offer. Listen, I've been in enough fights in my life that no one ever had the opportunity to back out. I'm offering this poor bastard the opportunity to back out.
Why are you taking pity on him?
Because he's a little 5'4". He's a pipsqueak. He's 120 pounds, whatever he is.
Right. You feel funny beating him up.
How do I look? I'm a 205-pound guy beating a 120-pound kid. Come on. How does that look? You know.
But he says he wants to fight you.
Well, then I gotta fight him. But the thing is, if I make it a media event, then it's gonna look like I'm an idiot because I'm a big guy. He's a little squirt.
It's a no-win situation for you. Is that what you're saying?
It's tough, but I'll do it. I'll do it, but it's tough. Listen, if I had to kick anybody's ass who called me a jerk, I wouldn't have time to write my column.
Right.
Hey,
Jenks, you're not just being...
AJ.
Yeah.
Is your girlfriend ashamed of you because you're not even a man?
No, but don't go there. Don't go there.
No, Jenks will go there.
Your girlfriend's ashamed of you because you're not even a man. You're just a poor, pitiful little reporter.
If my girlfriend right now is... I know she's dying to call you and beat the crap out of you herself because she could do it.
Yeah, you know why? Because she's probably a man.
No, my girlfriend's a beautiful girl who will kick your ass up and down. She's a tough Puerto Rican chick. Be careful, Jenks, because Italians and Puerto Ricans don't fight fair. And I see us 2 against 1 right now, so be careful.
You're saying your girlfriend can beat up Jenks?
I know she could.
Well, maybe that's the fight. We'll put a girl in there.
Jenks.
AJ, if your girlfriend ever saw me, then she would probably leave you for me.
Yeah. Well, I run that risk. I know that.
AJ, I'll lay pipe to your girlfriend like she wouldn't believe.
Yeah, I know. Listen, here's what she'll do. She's going to bring... I already told her, in case this happened, I had a feeling it would happen. I said, do me a favor, bring a bunch of 9X phone books for this kid, because when we do fight, the height advantage, I don't want to have so much an advantage in height.
Let me ask you something, Captain Jenks. Are you being cute for the radio, or are you really feeling that you could beat this guy?
Well, I mean, last year he said he was going to print a retraction.
I didn't get your tape. I'm not lying.
I sent you a tape. Well,
Howard, everybody knows in New York City, he's in Pennsylvania. The Daily News moved offices. He probably sent it to the wrong address. What am I
listen, I knew they moved, and I sent it to the right address.
What address?
I sent it to the right address, trust me.
Oh, yeah, but you can't look it up right now,
I spoke to the intern there, Steve Grillo, and he gave me the address to send it to you.
He doesn't know any better. Who are you dealing with? He didn't know we moved.
You think that you're better than everybody. That's the problem.
No, I just think you didn't think...
I don't even know why you go to the birthday shows. I don't even know why you show up at the event.
Because I was a huge fan of Howard when he was on NBC.
You were a huge fan?
I hadn't even pumped your first $5 worth of gas when I was Are you kidding me? I've been on Howard's team for
you know what? You know what, AJ? I might be pumping gas, but you're probably not making much more than me.
Nah, you're probably right. I mean, especially with the premium pumps the way they are these days, you're probably right.
AJ, yeah. I heard that that's not even a real goatee you have. That's just like somebody painted it.
I don't have a goatee anymore. See, you're ready for this? See, listen.
Yeah, it goes to show you how much I watch your program.
Yeah, I know. Look, I don't have Howard, do me a favor.
Jenks, you're losing.
Here's what I want to do. I really want to do this.
You're letting him take over like this?
Hey, listen, a car just pulled up, and I got to pump his gas.
Really? Do you really?
Yes.
Listen, I can't step in his career. I don't want to mess with his career.
Right. Well, go take care of your career. Captain Jenks, congratulations on your FME, and, of course, the great A.J. Benza.
But
Thank you.
But you'll have to share it with A.J.
Yes.
There's only one stature.
I don't know how this is going to be resolved, A.J. You did promise to write a column about Captain Jenks.
I didn't get his tape. I swear I didn't get his tape. If I get his tape, I'll take care of it. I think the guy's funny. I went over this half a year ago.
Well, listen, A.J.
I don't think he's flirting with his ass.
Well, then, A.J., I'm going to send it to you today.
Dude, listen. Get it from Stuttering John or Gary or Grillo. It's 450 West 33rd. We moved. We're not at 220.
All right, I will send it to you today.
Send it over. And if I like it, I'll take care of it. If I don't like it, I'll spare you the ass kicking. I swear to God, I don't want to have
I will send it to you today, and it's called Steam Engine Radio. If you like it, then you like it.
Will you, AJ, will you spare him the ass kicking?
I will, but I got to tell you what he's got to do.
What?
He's got to retract the girlfriend comment from before.
Do the curses, huh? You're killing
with
me.
the girlfriend. You can't bring girlfriends. That's bad. That's bad news.
Well, James can't bring a girlfriend.
No, you can't bring girlfriend. Yeah, exactly.
James doesn't even have a girlfriend.
I didn't bring up his boyfriend. He can't bring up my girlfriend.
Okay.
What? And he didn't make fun of your mother.
Listen, this guy's deep in his horror.
Imagine he did that.
Listen, he's leaving the pump. Our gas stations, there's another one around the corner. He's got to get the business.
Hey, Jenks, don't forget to check the oil. Hey, Captain Jenks, congratulations to you.
I'd like to thank Howard Stern and Robin Quivers and John DeBella and Baba Booey and everybody else that had anything to do with helping me get the phony phone calls going.
And I want to thank A.J. Benza, the great columnist for Daily News.
I'd like to thank A.J. Benza for being fat.
Oh, very good. I'd like to thank, I really do want to thank Howard. Howard, I got to tell you, really, since I've been listening to you for all these years, you really, outside of me belting people now and then, you've been the one who've always taught me how to argue correctly.
Absolutely. That's what I'm here to do. What is he, Papa Fooey?
I just want to say this is a really big deal for Captain Jenks. This is his first FME. He's been shut out in the other category like 7 years in a row.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And the category was, the phony phone call category was invented because of me, and I never won.
And you've never won. You're like the Susan Lucci.
That's the way it is sometimes.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Keep best Jenks.
AJ, keep up the good column.
Thank you, guys. You too.
AJ, the tape's on the way, and if you blow it off again, then you're still a jerk off. If
I blow it off again, then the ass kicking is for real. And any time and place you want, I'll fight you in your backyard, but the lights off, me with a blindfold. Shut your mouth and send a tape.
At Howard's birthday show,
I'll fight you anywhere. One hand, I told you. It's
at Howard's birthday show in front of Howard, because I want to kick your ass in front of Howard.
You know what? Well, I think, Jenks, if you're really lucky, I'll fight you without even you knowing where I am. I'll come up behind you one day behind the pump and beat the crap out of you with a windshield wiper squeeze.
But wait a minute. AJ says he has to like
I'll find this little gas
tape.
station in Pennsylvania. I'll kill him in Pennsylvania. I don't care.
Right, you don't care where you're going to give him his ass
I'll kill him anywhere. 50. I don't care where I have to go.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we, AJ?
One day I'm going to be low on fuel, and you're going to meet me one day.
Well, yeah. Hey, AJ.
Jenks, tell him where you are. Tell him the address.
Listen, I'm at 450 West 33rd. Where are you at?
What's that?
I'm at 450 West 33rd. Where are you at?
I'm at the Amico.
Where? I think it says it right there, Howard. I think that's an indication of who wants to fight. You don't want to fight.
Right. Well, listen, the car's been sitting out there beeping the horn.
All right, go ahead, Captain Jenks.
AJ.
I was going to try to resolve. What?
All right, guys.
AJ, I'll send you the tape, and if you decide to come out right about it, then everything will be okay, and I will retract the comment about your girlfriend. If you don't, then we'll go at it again.
Howard, do you think you can retract the comment publicly on your show? I think that's in order.
Well, we'll see what happens, won't we?
Very good.
We'll have to see the article, won't we, AJ?
Yeah, well, send the tape already. Goodbye.
And Jenks, go change your underwear.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I just wondered, if AJ doesn't like the tape, what does that mean?
Who knows what any of it means? Who cares? Let them go at it.
He's just carrying on.
That's what I want to hear. I love when guys give each other an ass beating.
Oh, on the phone.
Yeah, it's funny.
They always beat ass on the phone.
Well, congratulations to our two winners who are still arguing, Captain Jenks and AJ Benson.